Testing, 1, 2. Juan 2. Are we live? Am I alive? What's life? What's the meaning of life? Just questions to start off the stream, Some important life questions. Hello? I need some confirmation here. Suntan, I see you in the chat there. Looking for them DJ Khaled quotes. Am I live though? Can you see your boy? Please respond. What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 298 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 75 of Thursday Night Genesis, as we are live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, fresh off the heels of Regicide and on the road to Wildcard. As always, an action-packed show coming our way as we get things started. We are going to have ourselves some singles action and the Genesis debut of Josh Wolf. Very much looking forward to this, and it looks like we're going to have a guest ringside in the form of Bill Maverick. Of course, Josh Wolf has been competing the past month on live events, trying to get himself noticed, putting on some stellar performances, but has yet to get a victory. Most recently, he took Bill Maverick to the limit. I think it was last week's live event. Of course, Fear, the man we know, ended up becoming a victorious, and afterwards would taunt and mock Josh Wolf, join the dark side or perish. And it seems as though Maverick is now coming to try to sway the newcomer once more, as he's ringside for a big night in the career of this young man. Of course, he's taking on the great Akuma. Thanks for all these fat hosts. I did not, and I did not. Well, depends on which one. I did not get the new Pierre Thompson. I did read the light heavyweight promo, if that's the one you're referring to, Maury. I didn't get to read the Jamari one, though. Like 3 promos were just posted within 10 minutes before I went live, so I didn't get to read any of those. We'll see if Josh Wolf can taste his first win in his short CMV career. The demon-esque luchador going to be standing across from him tonight. Sure to be a fast-paced encounter. Josh Wolf, you don't know too much about his style. Yeah, only had 3 matches. Like I said, he and Maverick, certainly, if you missed that match, I suggest going back and checking it. It was a really good one, especially for a live event. These two tore that roof off the place. Blew it up. You think Razor Windu was there. Am I right? Just throw. Suntan, a day is not enough. I already had the card booked. Not about that life. Let's get the show started, my friends. 2 weeks away from Wild Card. And a tweet from Jamari Williams says, of course I'm here because it's my hometown, but I'm more focused on finding Valentine back here on Genesis. And we know that Sam Valentine, guys, is in the building tonight after that blockbuster announcement from General Manager Dave Turner at the top of the program. Alpha World Champion Bob Luger, fresh off of his title defense against Bison at Regicide, came out here wondering who his next opponent would be. He said, is it Tim? Is it going to be Frank? Is it Bison? All three of them. I don't care. I'll take them all on if I have to. And then Dave Turner would come out looking to give the work ethic titan in the CMV universe his answer. Who was going to challenge Bob Luger? And Dave Turner said, Tim LaFave. Could it be? Could it be the alpha male? Will it be Bison again? And then kind of taking a little jab at the universe for a moment, saying that he's stripping Tim LaFave and Furious Frank of their contractual rematch clauses, and that Bison will not be getting a rematch for the championship. Instead, Dave Turner has announced a Deadly Games tournament for the pay-per-view itself, cause and effect in 4 weeks' time. 8 men he's chosen. Those 8 men being, of course, Tim LaFave, Furious Frank, Bison, Ryan Kent, Caden Kinner, Jay Davis, Pierre Thompson, and last but not least, you should have seen the look on Bob Luger's face when Sam Valentine of Monday Night Fusion came out onto the stage. And we know that Luger and Valentine have been having Twitter beef for nigh upon a year at this point. I think it's been going on since last year's this year's Royal Rumble match, and we're 2 months away, of course, from the next Rumble, so it's nearly a year the two have been at each other's throats on Twitter. But of course, they haven't come face to face because they're on different brands, but it's been confirmed Sam Valentine has been traded to Thursday Night Genesis, ladies and gentlemen. He will be in that tournament, CMV's first ever Deadly Games tournament. And what's so deadly, I might ask, and Dave Turner's saying it himself, the first 4 matches in the tournament will be either Anarchy Rules or Falls Count Anywhere. The 2 semifinal matches will be a submission match. Going to have to make their opponent tap to advance to the finals, where they will go at it in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And then that very same night, they will get the crack at Bob Luger and his Alpha World Championship. Cause and effect is certainly going to be one hell of a show. I'm just the Deadly Games tournament alone, it has got me hella hype, but surely much more going to be added. Of course, we got the pit stop of Wild Card just 2 weeks away. That is next Sunday. And as I said earlier this week on Monday Night Fusion, Wild Card will have all the champions defending against unknown challengers who will be decided at the pay-per-view itself. We know that Fatal Decision will be defending their Fusion Tag Team titles. We know that Schmitty will be defending his United States Championship. We know that Bannon will be defending his Anarchy Championship. Extreme Conditions will be defending their World Tag Team titles. And whoever comes out the victor in tonight's light heavyweight title match will also defend next Sunday. At the pay-per-view itself, a spin of the wheel random generator will choose opponents in the tag team title matches. It's going to be a randomly selected team. 2 completely guys who might not even know each other are going to be put together to challenge for the titles. And it might even be a tag team. Who knows? Anything can happen. But those guys who have to defend, they have no idea what is coming their way next Sunday, who they will be defending against. They can't prepare. As nice counter there by Great Akuma. And a tweet from Tim LaFave, guys, says, hey, over here at the BMO Harris Bradley Center, watching the Nets post-pound Milwaukee courtside. I'm there with you guys in spirit. Keep me posted if anything interesting happens. So Tim LaFave apparently not in the building tonight. Instead, watching some old B-ball, the other arena here in Milwaukee. Big fan. It is 2018. I wonder if baseball has changed at all. Maybe there's like holographic ball. I don't know. Who knows? Let us know, Tim. What up, Big Gum? Kicking off Thursday Night Genesis with the debut of Josh Wolf. Like I said, he's been putting on some stellar performances, but has yet to pick up a victory. Last week, he took a loss to Bill Maverick. After the matchup, Maverick poking some fun at Josh Wolf, attacking him, and telling Josh Wolf, it's better if you join the dark side, my friend, otherwise you'll be consumed by it. Now he's coming here ringside, and I'm going to assume to try to get into Josh Wolf's head further. Hopefully doesn't knock him off balance, though, cost him this big opportunity. Dave Turner obviously sees something in this kid, despite the fact he hasn't gotten a win. Kicking off Thursday Night Genesis. Nice Shiranui right there. And a tweet from Pierre Thompson, guys, responding to Tim LaFave. Primetime says, where was my ticket? Hashtag thought we were friends. Well, Pierre, you got a match tonight. That's probably why Tim didn't get you a ticket for that b-ball game. Pierre going to be battling Jay Davis a little bit later on. Both men are going to be involved in that Deadly Games tournament at Cause and Effect in 4 weeks' time. 2 other men involved in that tournament, guys. I'm very excited. 2 Mack trucks. We were actually supposed to see a couple of months ago, but it got tossed out due to interference. Furious Frank and Bison, one-on-one. I hope that ring is reinforced. I hope we got security standing by. There's going to be nothing short of an absolute brawl between those. So look at that. Strength by the great Akuma. Northern Lights suplex, and then into a brain buster. Tim LaFave responding to Pierre Thompson. He says, is that why this open seat is next to me? Damn. Maybe Pierre can go catch a little bit of the game before he has to compete in his match. He's in the co-main event. Of course, he's got some time. Probably got an hour and a half or so. Can make the drive. Josh Wolf saving himself from the count there. Great Akuma seemed content with taking the count-out victory as Bill Maverick ringside, guys. Looks like he's trying to pull some dirty heel shenanigans here. He is in the corner of Josh Wolf, so maybe he's trying to tempt Wolf into joining, pull off some dirty heel tactics, trying to sway him to that dark side. Doesn't look like Josh Wolf is. Oh my God, those legs of Maverick! Woo! Am I right? Let me see those again. Look at that. Look at Josh Wolf, guys. Took the chair and threw it out of the ring. He is not going to be indoctrinated by Bill Maverick here. Indoctrinated because I'm on that Mass Effect hype right now. Beat Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2 this past week. I have been going in. Started Mass Effect 3 last night, getting ready for Andromeda. Super excited. Get a Michinoku driver there by Akuma. And a tweet from Jaquan Shea, guys, targeted at Jamari Williams. Jaquan says, how about this? Next Celtics versus Bucks games. If you win, I'll wash the locker rooms for a month. But if I win, you got to eat Joey Bacon's jawstring. What's a jawstring? Oh! That heel straight to the back of the head. Bill Maverick calling the attention of the great Akuma. Allows Josh Wolf to get back to his feet. Wolf might not like it, but that's an opportunity he's got to take advantage of. And Tim, super hyped right now, as Josh Wolf was pulled off his favorite move, the forward Russian leg sweep. Countered the Sig, though. Oh, and look at this. The great Akuma chilling up top. A tweet from the Alpha World Champion says, I love the idea of the Deadly Games, but I am not very excited about the fact my opponent will not be at 100% at Cause and Effect. Not even 50%. We know that Bob Luger wants his opponents at the very best. Of course, the Deadly Games tournament will kick off Cause and Effect before we go through the entire other pay-per-view. Should give them a couple of, probably 3 or so hours before they reach Bob Luger, but surely they won't be definitely at 100%. Oh, look at that knee straight to the face. But we look back in time at CMV. Remember, whoa, wait a minute, Josh Wolf. End of days. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so close. If we take a dip back in time here in CMV, I believe it was the 2nd annual Payback. Fresh off of Ascendance 2 it was. The King of the Ring tournament was held in the same night that the person who won would challenge the world champion. Hayden ended up going through 4 other men and then defeating Duo Maxwell himself in the main event to capture the world championship. It can be done, so Luger probably would be best not to think he's got such an advantage as Bill Maverick once again going to interfere on behalf of Josh Wolf here. The multiplayer test got canceled, for Mass Effect? I wasn't that big of a fan of multiplayer anyway. Mass Effect 3 multiplayer is definitely really, really fun. They did a good job of it, but I care about the single player. I'm not I mean, multiplayer is just a side thing. I wouldn't be too upset. A tweet from Jay Davis, guys, targeted towards the Alpha World Champion, Bob Luger. Jay says, are you forgetting that it's easier for you to win due to the fact that we'll be working our asses off just to get to that title? Even though I'll probably be ready when it happens. That wicked DDT from Josh Wolf, busting the Great Akuma open. Of course, we can't really see because it's under his mask. Jay Davis very confident, as he always is. Should say cocky that he's going to win that tournament. See if he can get some momentum later on when he takes on Pierre Thompson. I'm excited for that matchup. Oh, look at that! Swinging side slam from Josh Wolf nearly gets him the win. And Josh, what's this? Another DDT from the Youngblood. Oh, look at Great Akuma just rolling out under the ring, though. Catching a breather, rolls back into a kick to the ribs. Josh Wolf trying to stay in the driver's seat here. He needs this victory. He needs to prove that he deserves these spots on Thursday Night Genesis to be with the best of the best here. Josh looking to put him up top. This does not bode well for the Great Akuma if he can't counter, but he does. Up top, gonna take a risk. Dragon Rana, the senton, bringing him down. Nice maneuver there by the demon-esque luchador, who now looks to battle back, putting Josh Wolf in the corner. What a comeback this would be. Just bear chops right to the chest over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Oh my God. Good Lord, he's still not done one more. Oh, he jabbed him. Having a little bit of fun as the Great Akuma. Josh Wolf's chest lit up like a Christmas tree right now, but he's going to counter that suplex attempt into one of his own. Lifting the Great Akuma up to his feet, going to put him in the corner. Back elbow connects. Akuma goes for a scoop slam, drops down behind. Does Josh Wolf. As Bill Maverick once more up on the apron, looking to get himself involved in this bout. And ladies and gentlemen, I actually have a little bit of news regarding tonight's card. Straight from the general manager's office, Dave Turner letting me know that Brett Angel has not arrived to the arena tonight. He is scheduled to fight Jeremy Blake in his Genesis debut, of course, fresh off of his debut period at Regicide this past Sunday. But Brett Angel knew very well he was set to compete, but he has not arrived. No call. He didn't let General Manager Dave Turner know that he wasn't coming. So Dave Turner has pulled Brett Angel from the match and put John Reed in his place. So up next will be John Reed and Jeremy Blake going one-on-one. I don't know why Brett Angel would skip out on his match tonight. An opportunity for him to bounce back from that loss. And Dave Turner obviously miffed about this, though, as the Great Akuma going for a pile driver, it looks like, countered by Josh Wolf, who's busted wide open into a pile driver of his own. Will that be enough? 1, 2, just a 2 count. What does Josh have to do to get the win here? Bloodied, bruised, and all is the up-and-comer. Drop kick to the back of Akuma's neck there. Josh Wolf, gas tank on empty. Huffing and puffing, but still trucking on. Takes a moment to appreciate the fans. Living that straight-edge lifestyle, perhaps. Crossing his arms there. As he puts Akuma in the corner. Oh, Wolf! This is what he nearly beat Fear with last week, guys. Look at the strength of this kid. If your jaw's not on the floor after this, look at that deadlifting Akuma. Oh my God. Falcon arrow into the ring from the apron. 1, 2, 3, and Josh Wolf gets the win. Josh Wolf tastes his first victory here in CMV, due in no small part to Bill Maverick, though surely Josh did not want him ringside. We saw him toss out the chair. He tried not to let Bill Maverick interfere too much. But nonetheless, Josh Wolf is victorious. And a tweet from Bryce Hurt says, "Why the expletive delete? Am I not booked? or in the tournament or in any championship matches. Hello, do you see me? I'm the guy who beat Duo Maxwell. Book me. Bryce Hurt not too happy that he hasn't been booked lately, but look at that. Deadlift Falcon Arrow. Josh Wolf seals the deal. What will Josh Wolf have to say about Maverick's presence ringside here? Fear trying to entice Wolf to the dark side. Look at that. Sitting on the apron, busted wide open, blood gushing from his forehead. Not at all fazed about Maverick, who backs away. Maverick with a smirk on his face. Obviously, he accomplished what he came out here to do tonight. As we move on to our next matchup of the evening, as I just said, Brett Angel not making it to the arena tonight. No call, no phone call to general manager Dave Turner to know him. He'd be missing out on the show. So Turner, of course, did what he had to do, pulling Angel from the match, putting John Reed in his stead. The fallen Angel, who is not booked tonight, going to get a chance to go out there, carry his momentum from his Regicide win to take on the Australian Daredevil here in this one. Reed, as voted by the CMV Universe, got a bonus match. Regicide pre-show was able to defeat Andrew Briggs. Still a lot to get to here tonight, guys. Our main event, going to see some tag team action come our way. As Rise, specifically Sean Silva, not too happy that they were excluded from the Deadly Games tournament, entered the general manager's office of Dave Turner earlier tonight, demanding that they be put into the fray, that they deserve it. And Dave Turner landed out flat for him, straightforward, saying, what exactly makes you deserve it? All you've done since coming here is attack people, use to bully others. And every time the numbers are even against you, you lose. You don't deserve anything. And Dave Turner going so far as to say that he made a mistake maybe in hiring and bringing Rise to Genesis, and that tonight, if they do not win their matchup against Kaiva and Bob Luger, if they do not defeat the two singles champions of Genesis, or the international champion and the Alpha World champion, he may be forced to let them go. Maybe some repercussions gonna be coming their way. So Sean Silva and Sebastian Michonne, they got to kick it into overdrive later on. We'll see if Kaiva and Bob Luger can work together. That'll be an interesting pairing there. And another tweet from Bob Luger says, despite my disappointment about cause and effect, I have to say I am excited to team up with fellow champion Kaiva tonight. Gonna be a good one. So Luger's excited. I wonder how Kaiva feels about this arrangement. Both men successfully retaining their titles at Regicide. And we know that Kaiva, next week, guys, on Monday Night Fusion, the 300th edition of CMV, is going to future superstars from Monday Night Fusion, of course, and Genesis. And a matchup we know will be coming our way, an international title match. Randy Orton gets his rematch when he challenges the Latvian for the title. Randy Orton, of course, who lost it in the Elimination Chamber to Kaiva. Hot off the heels of that match of the night, match of the year candidate, victory over Brett Angel at Regicide. Kaiva on one hell of a streak too, though. It's going to be interesting to see them collide for the belt. We have a championship match tonight, the light heavyweight title going to be on the line, as El Jefe pulling a Nikola Ivanovic, immediately cashing in his contractual rematch clause after losing the light heavyweight title back to Ivanovic at Regicide. Going to try to keep up this game of hot potato with the title. Will the Serbian prove his dominance once again, keep the championship around his waist? Rise certainly being put to the test here tonight. And the revival of Jeremy Blake still struggling to get back to the top where he once was. Blake involved in a little bit of a scuffle with a handful of other light heavyweights earlier tonight here on Genesis. Elijah Stewart was trying to start a little bit of a resistance of some sort, kind of, rallying the light heavyweights of the division, telling them that they got to take back the show, that they got to start proving their worth, prove that they ain't piss breaks. And that ended up, egos ended up clashing. Salim Ismail, Andrew Briggs, all of them getting into it backstage. Nice. Nice rematch clause in effect. 10 out of 10. Neckbreaker there by the Fallen Angel right out of the gate and snapping straight into a Dragon Sleeper. Good God. Reed, they're going to finish this match off right quick. Remember, he wasn't scheduled to be here tonight. Maybe he's got plans that he's still got to attend to. Wants to get this over with as quickly as possible. Really wondering why Brett Angel didn't show up to the arena tonight. Has a chance to bounce back from his loss to Borton at Regicide. Not even a phone call to Dave Turner to let him know he's not making it. Something is afoot. I smell that smelly smell. That smells smelly, guys. Tonight we're also going to have some more tag action despite the main event, as two teams gunning for them World Tag Team titles. Dudes with Attitude, aka the Family, going to take on Zach Cage and Nick Blake. Cage and Blake with a victory over the tag team champions last week in a non-title match. Certainly got to push them to the top of the rankings, but we know that the World Tag Team champions, Matt Jefferson, Eric Thunder, will be defending next Sunday at Wild Card. They'll be defending against two randomly chosen opponents. A spin of the wheel will decide. So we could see the Family or Cage and Blake get lucky, but who knows? Anything can happen. I am excited for Wild Card, guys. As we get a tweet from Kaiva at Bob Luger. Kaiva says, firstly, it's Kaiva. Oh, rip. Tweet got cut off. That's all he said. He just said, firstly, it's Kaiva, and then there was no second point. My Twitter feed is blowing up right now. Gonna have to scroll back up and get that one. A tweet from Josh Wolf, though, says, it might have been my first win, but it wasn't how I wanted to win. Maverick schemes are going to fall flat. European upcut there by John. Weedham boys. Hold up. And here's that Kaiva tweet, guys, that says, firstly, it's Kaiva, not Kava. Secondly, excited is an overstatement, but I guess I can tolerate being teamed up with the second most important champion on Genesis. It's quite an alliance, man. Both Luger and Kaiva have been on an absolute tear since winning their respective titles. I think Kaiva is on a six-match winning streak. Bob Luger on like I think a six-match. Both of them, I think, are in six-match winning streaks. Both retaining their titles. Oh, what a counter there by Reed. A power slam. If Rise can't pull their shit together, though, and take both of them down, Dave Turner has promised repercussions for the devilish duo. Of course, Murdoch, they're heavy, man. What's the word I'm looking for? Their muscle, per se. Murdoch was taken out of action last month in a match with Bison. We don't know an ETA on Murdoch's return, I should say. Hopefully it's soon, though. You might not like him, but never want to wish an injury on a competitor. As we get a cover here from Reed off of that super kick, just a 2 count. Bob Luger responds, guys, saying, oh, Kaiva, sorry, buddy. We them boys? Kaiva quickly responds, saying, no. Jeremy Blake preparing all week, no doubt, for Brett Angel. The fall from John Reed. Will that do it in? Get him the victory here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, very, very, very close. John Cohn stays with them false finishes, though. As I was saying, though, Jeremy Blake has been spending all week preparing for Brett Angel. And then he gets John Reed thrown. I'm just as much disrespect thrown Jeremy's way on the part of Angel. to not even show up, not give him respect to show up, or at least hit him up and be like, hey man, I'm not making the match tonight. Teardrop suplex from John Reed as he tries to stay in the driver's seat here. Jawbreaker staggers John Reed. Cheeky little Texas jab from Blake. Firing back now, tit for tat. Michinoku driver, not quite 1999, so I wouldn't encourage anyone to exactly go for that command just yet. John Reed pulling Blake to the center of the ring. Big time belly-to-belly suplex. Lateral press. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Do you still have Borton ignored? By the way, guys, the GIFs on the site really killing my internet. Especially when I'm using the app on the one, it closes. Every single time I open up a page. It's got like fucking GIF SIGs down. It's killing me. Soccer ball kick. John Reed. Oh! Raven! Still struggling with my voice. Had a week off after Regicide, but then the Bannon Paul Devon match on Fusion took it right back away from me. Still not quite fully recuperated. Oh, single knee gut buster. Single knee gut buster right there. As Reed now going to drop the leg across the chest of the Australian Daredevil as he puts Jeremy in his line of sight once again, looking to unleash the fall for a second dose, countered by Blake into a Luger landing. Everybody's a big fan of Bob Luger. Oh, another forward Russian leg sweep. Tim, how you feeling? Lateral press. Referee deciding that this is the time to prepare for the mile run he's partaking in a little bit later on. Now, yeah, he's not going to count that pin. Why not? Even though it was like a 10 count right there, huh? for Reed. We'll see how much juice Pierre Thompson is on later in the night when he takes on Jay Davis. Jawbreaker from Jeremy Blake closes in, perhaps looking to bounce back for the win instead. Nice. I haven't seen that arm drag animation since like 2008. Northern Light suplex, a vintage match in there in CMV, but John Reed not looking to finish things off just yet. We want Slappy. Clap, 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 clap. That petition is gaining momentum, guys. He's got a lot of signatures on there. Revenge again. Shout out to Chris Andrews of Monday Night Fusion. The Bloody Brick, guys. If you missed Monday Night Fusion earlier this week, what a sight it was that you missed out on after the main event. Oh, powerbomb from Jeremy Blake. John Cone once again. 1, 2. Just a 2 count into the Boston Crab. The Fallen Angel is in big trouble. Some serious pressure being applied to the lower spine of Reed here. Will he be forced to submit? No. Reed gonna escape. The damage, you can tell, is clearly done. He's grabbing out his lower spine there. Blake to the ring apron. Beckoning Reed to his feet. Misses the blockbuster attempt. Rather sidestepped by Reed, as now he's gonna get it once more. The fall. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and John Reed gonna bring home the win. Wasn't even scheduled to compete. Literally a last-second addition to this match. Replacement for Brett Angel, and John Reed gets the job done after one hell of a matchup against the Australian Daredevil. Jeremy Blake took a big risk. A big wrist. He does have quite a big wrist. If you ever see him in person, look at his wrists. They're abnormally large. But a big risk is what I meant to say. As he went to the apron, tried for a blockbuster. That backfired. Reed sidestepping it right into the fall. And that was all she wrote. No, I don't think he quit. He just no-showed. John Reed stands tall, starting to build a lot of momentum. Victory over Briggs at Regicide. Now Jeremy Blake, two former champions he's put down. John Reed is on the hunt. Excuse me, sipping my iced tea before we continue. As it is time, my friends, two Mack trucks about to collide in that ring. Two beasts, behemoths. Coming out of the closet. No. A matchup that we were supposed to get, I think last month at some point. Maybe the month before that. Either way, we were supposed to see it already. But interference caused it to get tossed out. But now it is finally going to come to fruition, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully we don't have Bryce Hurt coming out here or something to do what he did last week against Bison. Because I'm fiending, first time ever. Furious Frank and Bison are going to collide. Yeah, losers bracket per se. Two men who missed out on some big opportunities at Regicide. Of course, Furious Frank taking the dive to the returning Tim LaFave, and Bison not able to dethrone Bob Luger as the Alpha World Champion. Both men, though, will be involved in the Deadly Games tournament at Cause and Effect in 4 weeks' time. If they can make it through three other men, they could very well get another chance at the Alpha World Championship. Furious Frank. I was being told that earlier tonight after Dave Turner announced that his rematch clause has been voided. Frank threw a temper tantrum. He went livid, tossing crates every which way, kicking the wall, punched out a window, I heard. Dented a locker. He was not happy. Tim LaFave wasn't exactly thrilled either, but he took it with a grain of salt in a backstage interview. He said, all you gotta do, you gotta keep looking forward against all odds. Deadly Games is where I will once again reclaim the Alpha World Championship. This man, the former champion, lost that belt at Point Break 2 months ago to Bob Luger. Could have had a chance at a one-on-one rematch. Bob Luger offered it to him, but Furious Frank decided, in his own words, that he'd let Bison tear Luger apart before he came to reclaim what was his. Kind of fired as Luger took down Barbarian. But the Alpha Male is out here. He's ready to go. These two men actually teamed up last week on Genesis inside of the steel cage, and they won, defeating Tim LaFave and Bob Luger. Bison is in a foul mood. A season one veteran, 4 years led up to this past Sunday. His first ever one-on-one shot. His first ever chance, real chance, a world championship, and they let it pass by. He could not get the job done. And you know that's got to be tearing him up inside. Here we go. two Mack trucks are about to meet head-on in the middle of this Genesis ring here. Edition number 75, 298 of Community Universe mode. Still a lot to get to tonight. The light heavyweight championship going to be on the line. Tag team action in our main event. We'll see Rise take on the unlikely combination of Kaiva and Bob Luger. Next week, guys, Monday Night Fusion, we are celebrating the 300th edition of Community Universe mode. Going to be an extravaganza on Monday Night Fusion. Superstars from Fusion and Genesis, including a trade as well. I'll say it to Tim because he gets upset when I draft. A trade between the brands. You want to see who gets traded? Make sure you tune in. Of course, we know Sam Valentine was a part of that earlier tonight. Traded on his part. We'll have to wait and see. Valentine, a part of the Deadly Games tournament. Both these men will be in, as well as Jay Davis and Pierre Thompson earlier tonight. Caden Kinner joining them too. Kicks out the knee as Furious Frank. And a bulldog going to get pulled off nicely. Former Alpha World Champion, international champion in that ring right now. Big splash by the 300-pounder. Grabbing Frank by that glorious mohawk of his. Frank says, "You don't touch the hawk, fam." Now they just go back and forth, tit for tat, short on clothesline, really sending Frank's head off into the cheap seats. Oh, gut wrench power bomb. There's one. Make sure we keep it up. Oh, there comes two. Bison's powerbomb record is 8 in a single match. He tied it in a match this season. Trouble likes to think he broke it, but I don't count the validation tug of war match as one whole match. But there's two power bombs by Bison thus far. Frank don't want to get hit with any more. Instead says the sucker is a dick. Is it 3? Did he hit one at the start of it? I thought that was only 2. I didn't see the first one. Oh, Bison now looking to break Frank in half. We don't know what the first round matchups will be in the Deadly Games tournament yet, but these two men could very well meet at cause and effect. Bison, headlock punch straight to the face. Now look at this, just going in, but Frank won't stay. He won't go down. There we go, finally. And look at this, the Barbarian looking to stomp a hole through Frank's chest. And once again, Bison letting Frank know that he's nothing. He ain't the alpha male. Bob Luger undoubtedly keeping a close eye on this one. Two of his rivals, so I'd say Frank most definitely his most bitter rival thus far. Here comes a 4th power bomb. Once again, deadlifting Frank up in the air. After all that Furious Frank did to Bob Luger. Oh, look at this. Oh, the Dominator by the Barbarian. Vintage Bison there. As I was saying, though, after all that Frank did to Luger, attacking his own father multiple times, jumping Bob Luger. It all came to a head at Point Break, though, when Luger captured that World Championship. Sit out facebuster from Frank. And now the alpha male with the greatest mohawk on this planet, looking for the Route 66 countered by Bison, and Frank has just been not able to pull that off lately. He tried twice to hit it on Tim at Regicide. Tim countered it both times. Bison trying to fish him off with his own maneuver, but that looks like a rope break there. Bison going to try for another pin, perhaps? No, I don't know what he was going to try to do there. Not going to find out, though. Frank's short arm shoulder block gets him back to a vertical base. Ain't nothing. Bryce Hurt lets out another tweet saying, "I'll keep tweeting until I get Bison Bomb." 1, 2. No, just a 2 count. Bryce Hurt says, "I'll keep tweeting until I get booked. Tweet, tweet, tweetity, tweet, tweet. Book the star of this show." Nikolai Ivanovich responds saying, "Shut up." Jay Davis says, "But I'm already booked, dude." Furious Frank surviving that Bison bomb. Undoubtedly feeling the effects of it. Oh, that made 5. Here's 6. Guys, 7. And there's 8. He's tied his own record. 1 more. He will break a record that has stood for 4 years. He set the record, of course, on the annual season of NXT. Oh, gut-wrench powerbomb. Or gut-wrench suplex, rather. Deadly up on the canvas, guys. He's going to break it. He's actually going to break it. No! Frank shuts it down. Countering the Bison bomb. Oh. 9! He did it! 1, 2. Just a 2 count, but Bison has done it. He just broke a 4-year-long record. 9 power bombs in a single match. Wow, that's something to see. We've been counting in every single Bison match since season 1. It's finally been broken. New record set by Bison. Maybe we'll even get 10 because somehow Frank survived the 9th one. Good God. Seatbelt suplex. Bison changing up a little bit as obviously the power bombs are not working. Elbow to the back of the head. Frank just tearing them apart now. The Furious One, motivated. As soon as he gets an opening, gonna try to capitalize on it. Can he actually get it? Route 66! And the crunch of Bison's neck into the canvas. What is Frank doing? Just told Bison to suck it. Why didn't he go for the pin? What is Frank doing? Oh my God, there ain't no party looking up. I got party because I haven't got party. Don't stop, Borton. Furious Frank looking to rally. Another one. Into the opposite quarter. Another one. Off the ropes. Furious Frank with a furious drop kick. He wants to make sure that Bison is done for, ladies and gentlemen. Goes for a crack to the jaw. Should have taken the pin when he had it. The Dominator again. Frank right back to his feet. Shoots for the Route 66 again, maybe. Whatever he keeps going for. Bison bomb. 1, 2, 3, and Bison gets the win. 10 power bombs, a new record set by the Beast of CMV. What a match, what a finish. That 10th one came out of nowhere. Frank was trying desperately to pull off the Route 66. Bison didn't allow it. This collision certainly did not disappoint. Bison is hungry. He wants another shot at the Alpha World Championship, and another shot could be his if he survives the Deadly Games at Cause and Effect. And if any of the 8 men can survive the Deadly Games, it is this beast, this behemoth, this monster, Bison. As we move on to our next matchup of the evening, the light heavyweight championship going to be decided as El Jefe battles Nikolai Ivanovich. So to come, tag action. Going to see 2 teams vying for the World Tag Team titles. The Family going to take on Zach Cage and Nick Blake. Co-main event. 2 more men in the Deadly Games tournament. Jay Davis and Pierre Thompson going toe-to-toe in the main event. Rise take on Kaiva and Bob Lugan. If Rise do not win, repercussions have been promised from general manager Dave Turner. But pulling a Nikola Ivanovic per se, El Jefe immediately cashing in his rematch clause. Of course, he lost the light heavyweight title back to the Serbian of Rise this past Sunday at Regicide. Great back and forth matchup, but Nikola proving that it was a fluke. He lost the title. He wasn't even pinned to the Fatal 4-way match at Dark Carnival. Jefe pinned King Matt. But now we're going to see if this game of hot potato, the championship continues, if the human fish can take the belt back, or if Ivanovic will let his dominance appear once more and keep the strap around his waist. Why does nobody go finger to finger? What's finger to finger? That sounds sexual, Tim. I don't know how I feel about that. That makes me uncomfortable. I'd go finger to finger with you, Tim. And Bryce Hurt, keeping his promise, continues to let out some annoying tweets here. Blowing up my Twitter feed. It's just Bryce Hurt, Bryce Hurt. But I'm going to unfollow him. I'm going to go ahead and... It doesn't help that Tim Levine keeps retweeting his tweets, too, for some reason. And here he comes. The Arriba Man. El Jefe looking to make his departure with the light heavyweight title short-lived. He was also involved in that little rally of the light heavyweights earlier tonight. Got in a bit of a scuffle, hopefully nothing serious that'll hinder him here. Of course, he was severely hindered at Regicide. We know that Nikola Ivanovic, just 2 days prior to the event, brutally jumped El Jefe. Well, really, Ivanovic just tried to get in the face of El Jefe and talk that smack. El Jefe was the one who started the brawl, but Ivanovic certainly finished it. El Jefe went into the title matchup not even at 50% really. And Ivanovic certainly capitalized, but he's had a good week now. Has the human fish. Hopefully he's used it to rest up. He's going to need everything he's got to win back the title, because this man has been on a tear. Nikola Ivanovic initially won the belt at CyberSlam, the first pay-per-view of this season, and the six-man ladder match, to the chagrin of most in the CMV universe. A lot of his haters thought he was just a paper champion, that he'd quickly lose it. Went on to hold the title for nigh upon 3 months. And certainly his reunion with the belt was quick. Captured it back at Regicide. Not looking to let it go so fast. Rise being put through the ringer tonight. It's not just the Serbian that's got to defend his title here in this one. In the main event, Sean Silva and Sebastian Vachon going to be up against Kaiva and Bob Lugan. If they do not win, Dave Turner has promised to rethink their contracts. Here we go, live on Thursday Night Genesis edition number 75. Light heavyweight title going to be decided. Finger to finger they will go, as Tim would say. the former champion, the human fish, the Arriba Man, looking to give Nicola another taste of that fish dick here tonight. Standing across from him, the bearded Nikola Ivanovic, the Serbian of Rise, looking to make sure that that strap ain't going nowhere but back to his house later on tonight where he's going to fuck it. Am I right, Borton? And Nikola is very big for the light heavyweight division. He barely makes the cut. Kind of a Matt Hardy situation, if you remember back in the day, where Matt Hardy just slipped like 5 or 10 pounds. He made the cut. Very, very strong, whereas El Jefe has to use his speed during his matchups. There we go. Referee rings that bell. It did indeed ding. And it is on. Collar and elbow tie-up. Both men got to be careful here. They just fought earlier this, last Sunday, I should say, for this light heavyweight championship. But you could never fully know your opponent. Everybody in the wrestling game knows you adapt over time. You always learn something new. Keep your opponents guessing. It's the best way to make it in this business, as Nikola get caught up in the top rope there for a moment as he grabs El Jefe by his unique, really the only way to say it, hairstyle there. Kick right to the back of the head. Nikola Ivanovic got no time for games here. Ain't nobody got time for that. Nikola already like, really, man? Is this what you're bringing to the table? Come on. Put a little bit of effort. Oh, dear God. Oh, it was looking like Ivanovic was about to throw him right over the freaking turnbuckle there for a moment. El Jefe stopping him the very last second. And look at that athleticism by the human fish. Tossing Nikola right across the ring with that arm drag. A couple of punches to the side of the head, slamming him face first into the canvas, stomp down to the spine, flopping Nikola over to the top rope. El Jefe is a risk taker. Nikola begins to stir, though El Jefe has to rethink his strategy. Simply kicking Nikola in the gut. Jawbreaker by the Serbian. Gets himself back to a vertical base, and there's the belly to belly. Gonna get it off that time. Are we gonna get a Bryce Hurt style takeover episode like Schmidt did? Oh, look at that senton climbing up the turnbuckle. That was kind of like a freaking. He didn't even look. He even looked at Nikola. What was just ran right into the turnbuckle? That is quite the risk taken there, but it paid off. Luckily, as he snaps the leg of Ivanovic now. El Jefe's got to be aware of that nasty, man. That absolutely nasty Samoan drop in Nikola. So he hits it with such velocity that I'm surprised El Jefe's here tonight to get hit with 2 of them at Regicide. El Jefe scaling to the top rope. Again. You might take one look at him and think his home is in the sea, but it's up top, ladies and gentlemen, through the air. Look at that. Another arm drag, poetry in motion. El Jefe realizing he's in control. Short-lived, though. Ivanovic, double knee backbreaker. Hooks the leg, 1, 2 to retain his title, but only gets to the dose as he wastes no time. El Jefe in his line of sight. Up over the shoulders, look at this. Bam! Like a comet falling to earth, man. It hooks him through the goddamn mat as he hooks the leg, but again, only a 2 count. Look at Ivanovic beside himself. How did El Jefe survive that? He does not know. But this is a chance for the Arriba Man to step Stay alive, stay alive, as he looks to give Nicola a taste of that fish dick, baby. Just jamming it down that motherfucking throat. El Jefe ain't playing around, Bubba. Goes to that combination of his hook. No hook, no line, no sinker. Nicola's having none of it. God damn, that thrust to the throat, though. And now dirty heel tactics employed. Feet on the ropes, the ref doesn't see it, just a 2 count. Chop block attempted there by the light heavyweight champion. El Jefe saw it coming, able to get out of the way, flips the switch. I bet this is bringing back nightmares for Gumbel. Gumbel just got triggered. Only a 2 count for El Jefe. El Jefe blowing out a kiss to the CMV universe, letting his fans know that he is still alive and kicking, that he ain't done just yet. Looking for that lariat party. There's the final one, and then a kip up. On fire right now. The light heavyweight championship dangling in the balance. And Nicola put into the corner. He does not want this again, but he's gonna get it. Oh, another taste of that fish dick, baby. You like fish dick. God damn. Never seen someone deep throated that hard. And Nicola gets it twice. Double boots to the chest. Pushes El Jefe off. Nicola, double arms raised. He ain't done. Nicola is one hell of a specimen, a freak. As he drags El Jefe's body away from the ropes, trying to crack open that coconut. Sip the juices. As he brings him to his feet, again looking for the backstabber. El Jefe shuts that shit down from coast to coast. Goes for a hook to the jaw. El Jefe with a forearm smash, though. Back and forth they go. Tit for tat, counters the backstabber again. Forearm smash from the human fish. 1999 up in here. My goodness. Oh my God, El Jefe with a slap to the face of Nicola. No respect shown, and why would he show any respect? As the human fish double knees to the gut of the Serbian. And he's not going to pin him. I don't know how smart that is. That very well could have gotten him the victory. Now he's just giving Nicola another chance to get back into this one as he takes him for a nice little walk across the ring. Again off the ropes for that arm drag. Nicola back to his feet a little bit quicker than El Jefe anticipated. Goes for a jumping cutter. Kick to the gut. El Jefe into the corner. Are we gonna get a third time? Oh, I don't like Nicola's attitude. All right, I don't like that he's a part of Rise, but I don't think anybody deserves getting someone's dick thrown in their face this many times. El Jefe giving it to him. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. Nicola ain't about to lose some dick in the face. Elbow to the face. The champion back to his feet. Trying to get back into this one. Scoop slam attempt. El Jefe says, no way, my friend. Goes for one of his own. Nicola with a blow to the back of the head. Goes for an overhead hook. Counter. Counter the counter. Counter the counter. Counters and counters. Counter the counter. Oh my God. Sunset flip powerbomb by El Jefe now. What a matchup for the light heavyweight title as El Jefe gonna give it another go. Hook! Oh, line and sinker to recapture the title. 1, 2, 3. We want Slappy. Clap, 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 clap. We want Slappy. That false finish from John Cone. El Jefe can't believe it. He can barely hold himself up. He thought that was it. It was a desperation attempt. He got it off, but it wasn't enough. What does he have to do? Now going to take a risk. It does not pay off. Ivanovic saw it coming. Still in it, though. Not letting up this easy. Oh my God, that wheelbarrow face buster might have chipped a tooth, maybe two. Kneeling position now, off the ropes, Hurricane Rana DDT. Nikolai is getting work done on him right now. Boom, boom, trouble in paradise right there. It's a boom drop actually. To the apron again, beckoning at the champion to rise to his feet. El Jefe misses once more. He has got to stop taking those big risks, man. They're going to end up screwing over. Oh my God, don't tell me. El Jefe, please. Don't do it, El Jefe. Don't do it. No, the fourth time. Oh, the fish dip. Oh, poor Nicola. Nobody, look at El Jefe like, yep. That's how it's done, kid. As he looks for it yet again. Hook! No line, just a sinker! Hooks the leg! 1, 2, 3! What? Heel switch! Not into the pin though. A second, well, hook and sinker, I guess I have to call it. He didn't get the line off. Maybe that's why it wasn't a 3 count. Nicola! A last ditch effort. Again with the Samoan drop. 1, 2, 3. And Nicola is absolutely furious. Look at him going on. He's like, what the hell, man? And now Nicola, he never, ever, guys, goes to the top rope. This could backfire massively, or maybe not. Body splash from the champion. This match got me sweating. My goodness, these two men are giving it their absolute all, and then some, as El Jefe is nearly thrown out of the dang ring with that belly to belly. Nicola tries for the pin. Sorry, I had a bloody nose before the stream started, and my nose is very irritating right now. But I can't let it distract me from this masterpiece of a contest as the frustration begins to show on the part of Ivanovic with those relentless stomps to the downed El Jefe. Michinoku driver, surely going for the backstabber. El Jefe has none of it. Oh my God. No, 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 El Jefe. El Jefe to the Lord Poseidon. A 5th dose of the fish dip. Nikolai Ivanovic doesn't even like fish. He's a vegan. Oh, jumping the shark. Could this be it? Could this finally do Nikolai in? 1, 2, 3. He did it. El Jefe is once again the light heavyweight champion. Wow. What a match. Whew. The game of hot potato continues as El Jefe proving that he can pin Nicola. And that fatal 4-way, many in the CMV universe said that it was a fluke. He got lucky. He didn't pin the champion to win the title. Nikolai Ivanovic backed up their claims when he beat El Jefe to recapture the title at Regicide. But El Jefe here tonight, man. El Jefe silencing all the doubters. He is once again the light heavyweight champion. Five fish dicks had to pull out jumping the shark to finally do the Serbian in. And Rise not off to a good start here tonight. We'll see if Sean Silva and Sebastian Vachon can pull their weight later on in the main event. Give me a minute, guys. All right. I needed a quick breather. I needed to blow my nose too after that one. You know when a match makes you need to blow your nose that it was good. I don't know, Tim. Let me see. Alexa, what weather? Alexa, what weather? It's 38 degrees down here, Tim. Not that cold, though. Thunderstorms yesterday, but my mom's got the fracking heat cranked right now. Roasting. But the show must go on. El Jefe reclaiming the light heavyweight championship. Now it's time for some tag team action. As the family go into battle, Zach Cage and Nick Blake, two teams who are vying for that World Tag Team Championship opportunity. And Zach Cage and Nick Blake surely putting their claim on demand after putting down the tag team champions last week at a non-title match. And the family been on an absolute tear since reforming some months ago. They are undefeated in tag team action. See if Cage and Blake can give them their first loss. We know that Extreme Conditions, Eric Thunder and Matt Jefferson will be defending their titles next Sunday at Wild Card, but their challengers will be completely unknown until we get to the event itself. Every single title match, we are going to be having no idea who the challengers will be. A random spin of the wheel, the generator will decide once we get to the event itself. It's going to be one hell of a night. I'm very excited, but certainly a win for one of these teams could see them put in prime position to challenge whoever comes out a wild card with the belts. It's not that cold. The thing is, though, Ted, oh God, I don't remember his name. Ted Dick? Is that it? Ted Dickens. Ted Dickens only commentates when Schmitty is involved. That's why he was on that Monday Night Fusion with me all the time. Please don't say that. Please don't say that, fucking, Old Sailor Slayer. I'm forgetting your name on the site right now for some reason. Josh Wolf. I don't want Ted Dickens here. That was the worst night of my life. Maybe we could get Mac Thompson in here. Who else is there? Oh, Tim, guys, keeping us up with the score of the basketball game. He says, final alert, 96 to 122 Bucks. Freaking Atenko Kwampo. Anyway, I'm on my way back to the show. I guess that's some guy's name or something, and I'm not too sure. I don't keep up with B-ball. They play with holographic balls now here in 2018. Not a big fan. As here they come, the hype duo, the half-brothers of DJ Moore and the Good Vibes Kid, Elijah Stewart. Looking to make sure they remain undefeated. They are former World Tag Team Champions. They want to get back there once again. Elijah Stewart tried to get the attention of the light heavyweight division earlier tonight, saying he wants to make the light heavyweight division great again. He wants there to be a revival. He wants them to stop being considered piss breaks. He wants them to be main event material. Of course, the crowd that he gathered, egos ended up clashing and a brawl erupted. Certainly wasn't Elijah's ideal of what he wanted to go down, but Elijah got to stay focused here in this one. A tweet from D'Angelo Prince. Oh no, he's blinking his fucking attire. Why? I definitely put him in his competing attire. Fucking balls. D'Angelo Prince, though, says, oh, so that's where Eli has been hiding. Has Elijah been hiding, though, or has he been on Genesis while D'Angelo's on Fusion? Come on, Prince. Blake's his fucking manager attire rip. I definitely 100% put him in his fucking in-ring attire game. Nick Blake going to be competing in those slacks and that beautiful baby blue top tonight. Going to be pulling a Cole Savage. Hey, he's a friend. Maybe Cole told him, you know, no more trunks. That's not how we do it here. Savage Incorporated, okay? We know Cole Savage, the former two-time Anarchy champion. He came out every night, competed in designer shoes, luscious black slacks, and that Egyptian cotton top of his. So Nick Blake just following suit of his new boss, per se. And he's got a designer watch going on, too. I mean, Nick Blake's just stacked out to the deck here. Cole Savage, I'm sure, has a smile on his face as he watches from the skybox here tonight, undoubtedly. Zach Cage, one of his star clients, former Anarchy champion. Saw Zach come out here just a moment ago. He still had that Cage is champion shirt because Zach Cage, in his own words, said it's only a matter of time before I have gold around my waist once again. And a tag to Nick Blake. Here he comes. Overhand punch. Gonna bring DJ Moore up to his feet. Reverse DDT. Nick Blake, after getting that win over the World Tag Team Champions last week, said, if we weren't so busy with Ryan Kent, we would be demanding the World Tag Team title opportunity at Regicide. But indeed, Cage was set to battle Kent at the pay-per-view. And what was an amazing matchup. Cage, certainly was in his best form. It's been a month's really since the start of the season. It took 4 Kent clashes to keep him down, but in the end, he did lose. Nick Blake was actually ejected during the encounter also, as Elijah Stewart now tagged in. And here's a tweet from Nick Blake before the match, and I must have missed it. He said, you don't need tights to piss pound a couple of low-card chumps. Of course, and, you know, he's got to be looking good. When you're representing Cole Savage, you got to be looking fly as hell, cut. As Elijah, the good vibes kid, the high flyer, the speedster we know him to be. But that dive did not pay off. Misses the splash. And now Blake, a former unmatched television champion, a Money in the Bank winner. The first man to ever cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase unsuccessfully when he did it at Anarchy Rules. After that, Nick Blake really contemplated where he fit into CMV anymore. It was only when he was taken under Cole Savage's lead that he was reborn. And Nick Blake was doing very, very, very well upon his in-ring return. Top of last month, he took a loss to Ryan Kent that kind of dead off course. See if he can bounce back here in this one. All about that money. Money. Yeah, yeah. Elijah Stewart's about to be ballin'. As he drops the elbow. Down onto the chest of Cage. Oh, Nick Blake with a cheap shot there to Elijah Stewart, who's trying to go to the second turnbuckle. Hopefully Elijah doesn't try that again. Up next in our co-main event, my friends, Jay Davis and Pierre Thompson. Going to be going one-on-one. 2 men involved in the Deadly Games tournament in 4 weeks' time at Cause and Effect. We're going to build up steam before the event. And the main event, Rise, going up against Kaiva and Bob Luger. We saw that tweet from Kaiva earlier tonight that said, I wouldn't say I'm exactly excited to be teaming with Luger tonight, but you got to do what you got to do. Dave Turner has promised repercussions for Rise if they cannot prove their worthiness and get the win. There's Nick Blake, once again the legal man. Goes for the pin again. The family undefeated in tag team action since reforming 2 months ago. Now, I guess you could say that Zach Cage and Nick Blake are undefeated in tag team action, considering they only had one tag team match and they beat the champions in it. Brainbuster down onto the knee. 1, 2, just a 2 count. I took the neck breaker off. I don't know what I put in his place, though. Completely forgot already. Might be a kick. Mike, now we'll see if he hits it. Maybe he will. Maybe he won't. I mean, I said I blocked Bryce Hurt. I blocked him on Twitter. I mean, if some sort of representative of Bryce Hurt wants to, maybe Bryce Hurt himself can join me on commentary, and then he can read all his own tweets all he wants. But this is a little bit much for you, especially Tim keeping retweeting them. My feed is blowing up here. Drop kick there from DJ Moore. Oh, Kamehameha. That fireball punch got put a hole right through Blake's chest. As DJ Moore in the corner, looking to finish things off perhaps, but no, Nick Blake saw that tag fin incoming. Wanted no part of it. We're going to see a side slam now from Moore. Into the lateral press. 1, 2. Nick Blake tries to break it up. Intervened Elijah Stewart there. Luckily, Blake had enough left in him to power out on his own. Hadouken! Hadouken! All right. Oh, sounds like we got some fighting going on ringside here, folks. As DJ Moore. What is this? Torture rack neck breaker from the big man. Zach Cage, it seems like Elijah Stewart gave him a little bit of a whooping there. Out in front of my announce table. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Not even a 2 count. I got a little overzealous myself. Sorry, Nick. I apologize. Dodging that knee right there. Nick Blake closed it in. Don't know what he was going for. We're not going to find out as Moore making the tag to Elijah Stewart. DJ going to keep Nick in position as Elijah. A little bit of coast-to-coast action. Double boots right to the chest there. Usually, for coast-to-coast, the boots go to the ribs, but that was right to the chest. And then I get a slingshot leg drop right to the back of Nick's head. And Blake is in a bad way right now. Elijah up on the second turnbuckle. Beckoning Blake to his seat, going for a forearm smash of some kind. Nick's having no part of that. Going for the spinning soul kick. Oh, good vibes! Gonna lay Blake out bare, have him staring up at the lights. As Elijah putting him in the corner. Gonna try to finish once again. The family looking to wrap it up. What's this? DJ Moore than here, 300-pounder. Look at catapult. Double boost to the chest of Nick again. That wasn't the tag finisher, luckily. Maybe looking to soften Nick up a little bit more. I wonder how hard it is to move around for Nick Blake in those slacks. Can't be as roomy as his usual tights. But when Cole Savage says you got to do something, you do it. The family has done a very good job of keeping Nick Blake isolated here in this match, not allowing him to make the frequent tags themselves, but Nick Blake with a nice somersault cutter. And Blake, very full of himself as he looks to finish. Let's see what that gave him, Tim. Has DJ Moore. Oh, the Regal cutter by Nick Blake. A little bit of head trauma, maybe. Into the pin. 1, 2, but Elijah Stewart makes the save. Elijah Stewart desperately trying to help out his brother, who's in a bad way at the hands of Nick Blake right now. Going for the somersault cutter, maybe. DJ's had enough of the cutters, he says, though. Wrestling takedown. DJ Moore showing off a little bit of his background there. Never made it to college level wrestling, but in high school, certainly. Elijah Stewart used to cheer him on from the sidelines. half-brothers as once again they're going to go for this coast-to-coast. Double boots to the chest. Where's Cookie and Cream? Cookie and Cream. Just Cookie? What cookies, plural? Look at Elijah now. A little bit of fun at the expense of Nick Blake here. Look at the swagger Elijah walks out to the middle of the ring as Stewart. Looking to put the final nail in the coffin. Family matters. Spitting him out. Taste that canvas cut. Blake, middle of the ring. No hope for a rope break. One. Just a 1 count. DJ Moore not getting in to help out his brother there. He's going to join the other team, maybe. Can Nick Blake help out? Or can Zach Cage rather help out Nick Blake? I don't know what he's doing right here. Springboard forearm smash by Stewart. All of his Stewies in attendance here tonight firmly behind him. Nick Blake has got to make a tag, man. He has been in there way too long. Tilt-a-whirl DDT, lateral press. 1, 2. Just a 2 count from the former Money in the Bank holder. Unmatched television champion. 2-time unmatched television champion, I think. There's finally a tag. Much needed. Zach Cage nice and fresh at this point. Blake rethinking whatever he's going to try for there. Tree of Woe position. Zach Cage and Elijah Stewart in trouble. Stewart going to escape that, though. Kick to the gut. Zach Cage hook to the jaw. Back and forth they go. Tip for tat. Reversal fest up in here. In this tag team matchup. Oh, the stomp to the quad. How dirty. Oh, pump handle. Single knee backbreaker. That looked ugly. Zach Cage thinks that'll be able to get the job done. 1. Just a 1 count. I can say it with that enthusiasm. Tagging Nick Blake, I don't know if that's smart. Nick Blake had about a minute to rest there. Zach Cage wants none of it apparently, though. And that is the whole job of Friends of Bill Savage. Remember, they're supposed to fill in for Savage's clients when they're not feeling too well. When they're not feeling up to the task. Nick Blake, I guess you could really, I mean, when you get right down to it, a glorified assistant to Zach Cage. Oh, Cage with these furious punches right to the throat of Elijah Stewart. A European uppercut to finish it off. Mean mug by Blake, but Elijah not giving in. Kick to the gut. They want to keep their undefeated streak alive. Zach Cage and Nick Blake giving them a run for their money. Into the corner. Looking for a tag to Zach Cage, and he gets it. Irish whip. Drop toe hold. Elbow drop to the floor. So where's the ass? Lateral press. 1. The devastating elbow to the behind be enough. No, it will not. As Zach Cage. Look at the disrespect from the former Anarchy champion. Absolutely disgusting. As now he stomps down onto the elbow of Stewart. DJ Moore hanging on for dear life. Has to use the ropes to keep himself on the apron. As the Good Vibes Kid. What is he going for here? Powerbomb. Oh, bridge is over. Beautiful bridge. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. If Zach Cage can survive 4 Kent clashes, I think he can survive 1 powerbomb at the hands of Stewart. You never know, though. Nice block there. Great block by Elijah Stewart. Cage was trying for a kick into the corner. This could be a bad place to be if your name is Zach Cage. Tag to DJ Moore. Here it comes. The end is nigh. Brain buster. The roundhouse kick. DJ Moore letting him know you're done, son. Dispatching him. Nick Blake. 1, 2. No, Zach Cage. He has spent very little time in this matchup. Nick Blake taking the majority of the blows. Not really that surprised he was able to kick out. Oh, Hadouken! No Hadouken. Cage wants none of it. He's not a big Dragon Ball Z fan, Tim. Knee down to that. Oh, knife edge chop. Woo! Back and forth right now. This tag match just got lit on fire. My goodness. Now a powerbomb. I've seen enough powerbombs to last me a lifetime tonight. Bison breaking his record. 10 power bombs he hit on Frank earlier. 1, 2, just a 2 count. Hadouken is Street Fighter, isn't it? I just realized that. Kamehameha is Dragon Ball Z. They're both the same thing, though, when you get right down to it. They do the same motion. Oh, Zach Cage! Electric chair driver! 1, 2, 3! Oh, that was close. Zach Cage, now you can tell how tired he is. That gas tank running low. Gonna take one last-ditch effort as he points to him. Getting back to his feet. Cage on the top with a missile drop kick. Looks like he caught DJ Moore in the face with that one. Tag Nick Blake once again. Frequent tags from Cage and Blake. I'm not nerds like you guys, all right? All right, guys. Oh, little bit of drama from Nick Blake. Second dose to DJ Moore. If Cage is fast enough to stop Elijah. 1, 2, 3. Nick Blake and Zach Cage get it done again. Forgot his name there almost for a moment. They end the winning streak. The undefeated streak of the family. What a tag team matchup. Zach Cage and Nick Blake proving to be quite an alliance in the ring, ending the undefeated streak of the family after one hell of a back and forth matchup. Nick Blake putting the final nail in the coffin with a second dose of the Ed drama, revamped Ed drama, the Regal Cutter. How's it not the same thing? They do the same motion when they do it. Dragon Ball Z, they say Kamehameha. They do the hand thing. Oh my god, dude. Big win for these two men. Nerds. Bunch of nerds in the chat. Tim's the one who called it Hadouken first, by the way. I always go Kamehameha when DJ Moore does it. Tim's the one who put Hadouken in my head there. Yeah. Well, it is late. It's very late. Oh, Topher coming in. Topher joining later than the late time that he said he couldn't make it to. Welcome, though. Oh my god, it's roasting in here. I'm gonna die. The stream's killing me. It's always nice when you get yelled at on stream. 10 out of 10. What a win for Zach Cage and Nick Blake, though, ladies and gentlemen. Ending the undefeated streak of the family. And certainly making themselves a serious threat going towards them World Tag Team titles. But again, Extreme Conditions, they're set to defend those titles at Wild Card next Sunday. Again, it's a completely random team that will be decided that night, so there's no time for any of the champions next Sunday to prepare. They have no idea what is coming their way. A random spin of the wheel or randomizer will decide which lucky superstars from Fusion and Genesis will get the opportunities. What up, Vic? Yeah, Topher. Come on. Oh, excuse me real quick. Oof, my nose almost started bleeding there again. Excuse me. Alright. Let's keep this show on the road. Jay Davis coming out to nothing. He doesn't deserve that. The sound guy has prepared. Bryce Hurt has found the sound guy. And took out his aggression on him for the rest of the show. Ooh, look at that custom Titantron. Remember, guys, if you want a custom Titantron, I'll do it again after the show tonight. For anybody who's in the chat, we'll make some. But on the site, if you can't catch the streams, you won't be able to stay afterwards. And you want a custom Titantron, I posted a thread on the site and the general discussion section. If you want to be a member of the website, communityuniverse.4motion.com. But indeed, we're doing custom Titantrons. There's Pierre's prime time making his way out here. It's the dryness, Tim. I can't deal with it. Prime time. He has got that baby oil on deck, my friends. Always and forever. Using up that CMV baby oil budget, fam. Yeah, I'll be doing another stream, another after stream. Only the cool kids, all right? So if you don't have a Titantron made and you want one, make sure you stick around. As these are two more men who will be involved in the Deadly Games tournament in 4 weeks' time at Cause and Effect. The winner of which receives an Alpha World Championship match against Bob Luger that very night. We've heard tweets from Jay Davis all night long. Of course, very cocky and brash. In his mind, he's already won the thing. In his mind, he's already beaten Pierre Thompson tonight as my cowboy hat's on the floor. Who did that, Guri? Was that you? And indeed, you can see that monstrous Russian of a man right there ringside. As the client of Jay Davis. Usually it's Davis accompanying Guri to his matches, but Guri out here no doubt to watch Jay's back, as they are currently embroiled in quite the back and forth with the new faces of Fear. They actually set to take each other on in tag team action next Sunday at Wild Card. Going to be Jay Davis and Guri sucking off against Markintel and Father Victor. And then at Cause and Effect itself, Guri and Markintel will go one-on-one. The match we were supposed to get at Regicide this past Sunday, but last second Jay Davis decided to put himself in that matchup, and I guess it paid off because he ended up defeating Markintel. We'll just hope that Guri Sokolov stays out of this one. Overhand punches there connect. Jay Davis certainly been doing it very well since his arrival at Genesis about 3 months ago. Really started off strong, went on like a 4-match winning streak, but that came to an end inside of the Elimination Chamber, where he lost out on a shot at the international title. Off the ropes, Jay Davis going to catch him on the rebound. Turns around, belly to belly, going to take him overhead. And Pierre Thompson, fresh off of defeating Randy Borton again last week. That's 2 times now. Pierre Thompson, one of only 2 men to actually pin Borton this season, the other being Andrew Briggs again inside of the chamber. Pierre's done it twice. And Thompson thinks that he deserves a shot at the international championship. That hard to argue, but Dave Turner's given him even better. He's got an opportunity to go for the Alpha World Championship now if he can survive the deadly games. Oh, spear by Jay Davis. Mighty roar let out afterwards. That came out of nowhere. We know that next week on the 300th edition of Community Universe Mode, Monday Night Fusion going to host superstars from Genesis as well. Going to be an extravaganza, and Kaiva, the international champion, will defend his title against Borton, who's finally getting his rematch, fresh off of defeating Brett Angel at Regicide. And Borton's got the night off tonight preparing for that one. Kaiva, not so much. He's in action up next in our main event, teaming with Bob Luger to take on Rise. And a tweet from Tim LaFaith says, just arrived. Joey Bacon freaking out about his barrel of missing chicken grease. Weird. Does he even work here anymore? I don't think he does. If Joey Bacon's backstage, there might be a violation in process. Maybe some trespassing, because I don't believe he works with CMV any longer. A tweet from Kaiva at Tim says, must be nice to be a part-timer. Damn, Kaiva taking shots as Jay Davis goes to the top rope. From the air, elbow drop right to the chest. And I have been told, guys, that up next during the... Oh, wait a minute. Jay Davis looking to make Thompson go to sleep. Knee straight to the face, busting Pierre wide open. That baby oil ain't doing much good. Maybe some Vaseline up in there. And that is a nasty cut already, man. It is leaking. That's going to need some stitches. That's going to need some immediate attention. And a rebuttal here from Tim LaFave towards the international champion. Says, I've worked more pay-per-views in CMB than lost matches in your career. And that's quite a number. As Davis, Gourdbuster DTS. Change it up a little bit. Will that be enough to keep down Thompson? 1, 2, it is! Jay Davis putting down Pierre Thompson, guys. Damn, that's quite the upset. After the performance by Pierre Thompson last week, the match he put on with Borton was stellar, and he got the win. Jay Davis making relatively quick work of him here tonight. Wow, I did not expect that. Davis having none of it. Those knees must be quite lethal. My goodness, what a win for Jay. And you know, this is going to make him more and more cocky, more adamant about the Deadly Games tournament. And Kaiva responded to Tim LaFave saying, what does that even mean? Hashtag senile. Here's the finish. Gourdbuster DTS, a second brutal strike with the knee to the face. I guess this training with Dave Turner has really paid off. Davis beginning to build quite the streak once again. Can he carry it into the Deadly Games tournament is the question. Hopefully maybe Pierre Thompson just a little bit off his game tonight, because that is not what we're used to seeing from Thompson. Nice final shot right there of the referee's neck. And guys, I don't know whether to call this a treat or not, but for this main event match, I'm going to be joined by a guest. He lost too much blood. Let's see who this guest is going to be joining me on the commentary table. Who is this? Who's coming around here to my announce table? I can't really tell.
Ted Dickens.
Oh, God, no, ladies. Oh,
and
no. What are you doing here? Schmitty's not here.
I understand that you have a very, very talented man backstage that's not even booked. And he's trying to get his voice heard.
Hang on, Ted. I got a tweet to read here.
I
got a tweet to read. Jay Davis says, well, GG, Pierre. Really wasn't looking forward to putting down Old Yeller, but hopefully we see each other at the tournament.
All right, that's cool.
Damn,
I have a tweet to read as well. by Hurt Nation.
Oh, is that? Wait a minute. Hang on. Let me stop you.
These boots,
Let me stop
I
you
didn't
for a
realize
second.
that I would be held back from my destiny.
Wait a second, Ted. When did you become an advocate for Bryce Hurt all of a sudden?
I thought
you were.
I told you
Schmitty's
before.
number
You're
one
obviously
fan.
senile Tim LaFave. All right, look, listen. I'm gonna say it one more time. Bryce Hurt and Schmitty were a tag team in the Indies. Bryce Hurt has Schmitty's respect. Therefore, Bryce Hurt has my respect.
I told security to watch out for you at all times at the entrances. How did you get in here?
Yet you and Dave Turner and the rest of these assholes are trying to hold us back. And I'm not going to have it. I'm the voice of the voiceless, the voice of the people that you're trying to silence.
Dear Lord. I told security specifically to look out for you and not to let you in, but I guess I have to hire some more. They're too busy always breaking up fights backstage.
That's cool. I've had a ticket to the show the whole time. I was up there on row.
Where? I didn't say up there. What's up there?
I mean, if you just listen, you know. But anyways, I'm down here because Bryce Hurt is he feels disrespected.
I thought Genesis was my refuge from you. I thought I was safe here. I thought this was a safe haven.
I thought that I wouldn't have
Schmitty
to come here
and
tell you how to do your job. Yet you got a man
well, how about
trying
you
to get his voice heard, and
how about you stop
silencing
flapping
him.
your lips for a second and let me talk about this main event that we're about to see here. Tag team action coming our way.
Yeah.
There's some
Without
pretty
Bryce
big
Hurt,
implications behind it. Well, you could say much like Bryce Hurt, Rise were not too happy at the idea of being excluded from the Deadly Games tournament. They thought that they deserved it above everybody else.
Show.
And Dave Turner, prompting the very wise question of, what exactly have you done, Rise, other than jump people using your numbers? And every time that the numbers are even against you, you lose. You don't deserve anything. And Dave Turner even going so far as to say that he is maybe regretting hiring them to Genesis, signing contracts with them, so he's given them this matchup, this opportunity tonight against two champions, the international champion Kaiva and the Alpha World champion Bob Luger, and Sean Silva is invisible here for this entrance. What? Sebastian Vachon coming out all on his own here. Sean Silva, guys, being held up backstage. He lost his fedora, and he can't come out without his fedora, okay? The fedora, it can't happen. He needs that fedora, guys. So Sebastian's saying, don't worry, I'll just come out here. I'll get down to the ring. You know, you join me when you're good, well, and ready, all right? So here he comes, the French
He's obviously
nightmare.
Right there. Yet you're just pretending not to see him just because you don't agree with the way he speaks? Are you kidding me?
The reject
Is this really what's happening?
Grenoble making his way to the ring
First
here.
Bryce Hurt, now Sean
Of course,
Silva.
things not going so well for Nikola Ivanovic of Rise earlier tonight, losing his light heavyweight championship back to El Jefe after an absolutely amazing match. Oh, Chris Benoit's ghost! Am I right, Topher? Is that Sebastian's partner tonight? What is this glitch? Hopefully Sean can make it for when the bell rings. Let's just hope this isn't a handicap, and if he's invisible during the match, that would be the greatest thing. They've got that. It is 2018. Maybe we've developed some sort of invisible spray of some sort. Oh, there he is! Sean Silva jumping the barricade. He's here. He found his fedora, but it was too late. He couldn't make it in time. But he's ready to go. Rise is ready to go.
You know who else is ready to go? Bryce Hurt, but he's not booked.
Oh, dear God. Well, here comes the Latvian, the international champion, Kaiva. And as I touched on earlier tonight, this is quite an uneasy alliance. Kaiva saying himself that he's not thrilled about being paired with Bob Luger. But both these men I'm pretty sure they're both on 6-match winning streaks. Either way, they've both been tearing it up. They both haven't lost in over a month. So this is quite a duo to come together here tonight. Two of the top champions of Thursday nights. Of course, Kaiva in that tweet also saying that he thinks he's the top title holder, that the Alpha World Championship is below him. We know good guy Bob Luger doesn't want to start nothing. He
You
kept his calm. He kept his cool.
You want some insight from a long-time wrestling commentator?
Oh, God. I mean, you're going to give it to me anyway, so why even ask?
Yes,
you might as well just go on.
You know, he claims that he is the most important title holder. Am I right? All right. You see what I did there? Okay. Okay, am I right? But if he's the most important title holder, then why does the most important commentator disagree? You see, the most important title holder in CMV, the most important title holder in CMV is Schmitty.
You know who I think is the most important title holder in CMV?
United States
champion. You know what
champion.
I think? No disrespect to Kaiba, but here comes the Alpha World Champion, okay? This is the work ethic titan, right? This is the cardio maniac. This is the man atop the mountain, the face that runs the place, the champ who runs the camp, okay? Bob Luger making his way to the ring, completely not knowing who he will be defending that championship against until 4 weeks' time at Calls and He won't know until the night itself. He won't know until the Deadly Games has concluded who will be coming his way, who will be challenging him for that very title that he holds. But this is about Rise tonight. If Rise cannot defeat Kaiva and Bob Luger, Dave Turner has promised them repercussions. What sort we do not know.
We'll probably silence them just like it did Bryce Hurt.
Well, Rise doesn't send out about 20 tweets a minute, so.
Because they're booked.
Oh, my goodness. Well, here we go. Kaiva right out of the gate, pouncing on Sean Silva and delivering some hooks to the jaw. Kaiva just 4 days away from putting that championship on the line against Randy Borton. The Moo Man getting his rematch for the championship that he lost inside of the Elimination Chamber. Of course, that's where Kaiva captured it. Kaiva retaining, getting 1 notch under his belt, putting down Big Duke Briggs at Regicide this past Sunday. But Randy Borton, a whole nother story. Very excited for that matchup, the 300th edition of CMV Monday Night Fusion. It's going to be next week. Make sure you DVR it, all right? Make sure you TiVo it, because if you're definitely going to want to check it out, all right? It's going to be a good one. As Kaiva takes it to the Grenoble reject, big boot there by the Latvian as Bob Luger tries to get these fans on their feet. That beautiful new baby blue attire. Let's get a back body drop from Sebastian. Is that what,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is that what happened to Reese Matthews?
You know, if Bryce Hurt was in this match, I wouldn't be sleeping.
You guys need to chill with the GIFs on the site, by the way. Crashing my fucking internet every time I open up.
Site? What are you talking about? This is CMV.
CommunityUniverse.4motion.com.
Are you breaking kayfabe? What kind of commentator are you? Make
sure you join us there as we get a tag to Bob Luger now, and here he comes. Of course, before we get to cause and effect, we got Wild Card next Sunday. 5 championship matches, and every single champion has no idea who will be coming their way. It will be decided on the night via spin of the wheel, a randomizer. Whoever gets lucky enough got one hell of an opportunity coming their way. We could see 2 completely random guys who might not even know each other come together to get the tag team title opportunities. Completely randomly selected. Somebody won a hell of a show. I'm very excited.
What? Was he even a heel? Yeah, that's cool, guy. I'm trying to watch this match, but it's kind of hard when Bryce Hurt isn't in there, the brightest shining star on the roster besides Schmitty.
The voice of Rise and Sean Silva taking down Luger, tagged to Vachon, who comes from behind, Russian leg sweep. And much like Dave Turner said, Rise love to use their numbers, but their numbers have been hindered as of late. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Murdoch taken out of action. We don't know the timeline exactly on will he return, or if ever. I don't know the extent of his injuries exactly, but we know he suffered a back injury in a matchup with Bison last month. So they're kind of dwindling down a little bit. They don't have that numbers again that made them so strong before. Dave Turner also right when he said that every time that the numbers are even up against them, they fall short. Happened at, what was it? I think Dark Carnival, that 6-man tag match. Every time that the odds are even, Rise can look at Vachon with that nasty float over DDT to the Alpha World Champion. They're gonna make a quick tag to Sean Silva, maybe. What a
Speaking of DDT, you haven't seen a DDT until you see Bryce Hurt in action hitting that.
That's a signature.
Great, devastating.
That's
spike
called a
DDT
signature
that he calls
maneuver.
97.
It's usually
You
a
can't
move that he
see
uses to
because he's
soften
not
up his
even
opponents
booked.
before hitting his finishing maneuver. Stomp down onto the chest. That's Sebastian Vachon. Bob Luger has got to watch out for this. Vachon looking to unleash the Grenoble Project. That triangle hold as Luger flailing in the air. Vachon has tapped out many men with this maneuver. Really tap out the Alpha World Champion, the king of Thursday Night Genesis. What a win this would be, but no, Luger battling back. He's not going to let his winning streak come to an end like that. Able to survive, but the effects clearly being shown as he tries to shake off the cobwebs. What a backbreaker. Now makes the tag to Kaiva. Kaiva coming in. Overhand punch. The back of Sebastian's head. Power bomb now. He ain't no Bison. Come on, Kaiva. You think you are. Look at the strength, though, from this young man. Choke bomb. Just lifted Vachon onto his seat. Kicks out the knee, though. The Frenchman ain't done. He ain't out just yet. Rise know what's riding on this one. What would the punishment be if they are to lose? Dave Turner saying he might have to rethink their contracts. Lateral press. Now look at this, guys. A tweet from Pierre Thompson says, okay, so Jay has gotten better. Took him for the same old scrub. Won't let that happen again. Hashtag noted.
Yeah, sure. Sounds like an excuse to me, pal.
We know that both those guys will be in the Deadly Games tournament. The first round matchups have yet to be revealed, so we have no idea. Maybe they'll face again. Who knows? Oh, rolling cutter from Vachon. Softens Kaiva up. Maybe not. The international champion right back to his feet. European uppercut. Closes in. Vachon with a flatliner. And Vachon now arms out wide. Playing for the crowd here in attendance, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Boot to the jaw. Kaivanana trying to keep himself alive right now. Having trouble, though, keeping a vertical base. Vachon with a double axe onto the spine. He's going to do it again. Once more. Kaiva getting crippled currently. Rise kind of going into overdrive right now. This is what Dave Turner wanted, to give him a kick in the ass. When your career is threatened, you become a holder. Oh, Kaiva! Out of nowhere, looking to shut this shit down with the landslide. Will that be enough to seal the deal? 1, 2. No, just a 2 count. Bob Luger trying to stop Sean Silva. Sean Silva counters that back suplex into a crossbody and all-out war, breaking out, raking the eyes from Sean. And there's that float over DDT, busting Kaiva wide open. Driving him right down onto his noggin. And a tweet from Jay Davis at Pierre Thompson says, ha 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 ha, really? Same old scrub. I mean, I was getting handed title shot after title shot in the Indies while you were giving out free car washes with your uncle. Don't be off guard when I kick your ass a second time.
Kidding me? Are you kidding me? He's tweeting so much tonight, and you keep reading his tweets, but what about Bryce
Hey, that's
Hurt?
what you're here for, aren't you?
That
You read Bryce Hurt's tweets. I blocked him. I'm not.
He's not tweeting
him.
because I'm his voice. So how about you shut up and I speak about how
Looks
great
like
Bryce Hurt is.
1,
Bryce Hurt deserves to be booked because he is the brightest shining star on the Genesis roster. He's brighter than Kaiva. He's brighter than Rise altogether.
Look at me
he
in
is
the eyes
brighter
right now.
than that stupid
Ted.
fluke. Bob Luger, he is brighter than Bison. He beat Duo Maxwell. He beat Bison.
Okay,
he
Ted,
is the greatest.
look me in the eyes
but you
right
don't
now.
know that
Look me in the
because
eyes
he hasn't
right
been
now.
booked in weeks.
Ted, look me in the eyes right now and tell me that he beat Duo Maxwell.
He beat Duo Maxwell.
You've seen
it.
He called out
They've
Duo
seen
Maxwell,
it.
who is
He's
currently
seen it. He's seen it.
facing
She's seen
a
it. Everyone's seen
career-threatening
it.
injury. Called him out on Reality Wrestling. Did you really think there was any
He
chance
had
in hell that
plenty
Duo
of
was going to
time
answer that
to
call?
recover. He was there that
And
night.
then-
I seen
and
him.
then,
and I
did you
seen
say
him
that he
run
beat
away with his
Bison?
tail tucked in
Did
his
you say he beat Bison? He
You've
jumped
seen him
Bison
beat
from behind and then
via
ran away
count
when
out.
Bison started
He
kicking
beat
his ass.
Bison
Are you
via
kidding me?
count out. He
What? The count out? The match didn't even start. What are you talking about? God, you drive me crazy. God, with the full Nelson slam. And that cut is getting nasty on the forehead of Kaiva. Oh, dude, to the side of the head.
Let me see
from
your
the
phone.
international champion.
All right.
Don't touch
I
me.
have now blocked Jay Davis on your phone. Stop reading tweets of jobbers and start reading
I didn't even
tweets
read that
of
tweet that he
future
just posted.
stars. But you're not gonna now. I blocked him.
Oh, wait a minute. Vachon with a power bomb to Kaiva. Folding him up. Let's beat up the finish. Oh, Sean Silva cutting off Luger with a neckbreaker into the Boston Crab. Now the ropes are right there. Can Kaiva taps. Kaiva taps and Rise get the win. Like I said, kicked. Look at Sean Silva dispatching of Luger too. Just thrown over the top rope like a sack of dirty laundry, like some garbage.
You tapped.
Kaiva tapping out to the Boston Crab.
That's your champion.
And the winning
These are your
streaks of
champions.
Kaiva and
Losing
Luger come
to
to
these
an end.
jobbers.
Rise
Losing
were
to
given
these jobbers.
Rise were given an
Schmitty wouldn't have lost.
opportunity.
Schmitty wouldn't have
Their
tapped
careers
out.
were being threatened.
Bryce Hurt wouldn't have lost. Bryce
and
Hurt
they
wouldn't have
rose
tapped out.
above. What a win. They just beat the international and Alpha World champion in a lot of upsets tonight here on Genesis.
It's because
El
you
Jefe beating Nicola.
and Dave Turner
Jay Davis
tried to
beating
put
Pierre.
them in a box of solitude. But their voices are heard tonight.
Wow.
But we know whose voice isn't heard tonight? Because of you and because of Dave Turner, because
Kaiva,
of all the other haters, Bryce Hurt.
Kaiva literally could have stuck out his tongue and gotten a rope break, but I guess the pain was just too sheer that it just could not last. He immediately tapped as soon as Sebastian
walked in at Boston Crab. Out?
Not immediately. See the replay now. He last. Luger was so close too.
He calls himself
Luger
a
was
champion.
literally a half a second
warrior,
late to
but
make
he
it up
taps
there.
out. Warriors and champions don't give up, Kaiva.
And Tim tweet just ...
How
Tim with that
embarrassing.
silent savagery. What a
How
win for
embarrassing.
Rise, though. Sean
it
Silva,
says
not
something.
invisible.
It says something when the light heavyweight championship means more than this jank international championship due to this jobber Kaiva holding it.
And will this be enough to impress general manager Dave Turner? I'd say it should be. Not only did they win, they won via submission. As Genesis comes to an end.
Yeah,
But
Dave.
remember,
Dave,
we got that live
just
event still to
remember,
come.
Just remember, Dave, if Bryce Hurt is not booked next week,
Hey,
I
maybe
will
Bryce
make
Hurt will get
another
picked for the
visit.
live event here. Maybe a winner will pick a Bryce Hurt if they're a big fan. Maybe to get you to shut up.
Wait a second. Wait a second. So you're telling me that you would rather see the greatest, most brightest shining star on the Genesis roster in a dark match?
Okay. No, it won't be a dark match if it gets chosen by the winner. This will be the dark match. The Miz that's taking on a Heaven or Hell. Jay Davis was out a tweet saying, "Hey Schmitty, tell your girlfriend to get off her period and put a choker on her."
I mean, why are
What's
you
it?
reading my
Is
phone?
a choker
I need to
necklace
block
like
him,
that
too.
goth emo thing? Why would you put that on her?
I don't know. Honestly, but Jay Davis, I'm starting to think he's just a little retarded. His tweets don't make sense. He's not funny. He's not cool. He's not
Yes,
good.
Scrizzy, they won.
He's delusional, and I don't like delusional people. I tend to stay away from them.
Is that so? Good one. Sick burn.
Yeah, that's so. I mean, why are you pretending there's someone else in here? Technically, Gumble's not in here, so.
Oh, I'm talking to, I got a headpiece on the other side over here. I'm talking to my good friend Rex Carter, yeah. I'm talking to Rex Carter in my earpiece over here.
Wrong show, dumbass.
Maybe not, guys. Next week, Monday Night Fusion, edition number 300 of Community Universe Mode. Superstars from Fusion and Genesis, as well as a supplemental trade. I want to say draft. I'll trigger Tim. We know Sam Valentine is coming to Genesis. Who is he traded for? You want to find out? You'll just have to tune in next week. Golly gee. Next thing we know, Jay Davis, Johnny Swag, getting the rank up, pulling in the big 1.8 hours, my friend. Hope you've enjoyed the stream thus far. Wait, where are you at, Gumble? You at triple digits yet? Azrael's at my feet, as always. Do we have a new rape dungeon? I wouldn't mind Ted Dickens getting pulled down into it, to be completely honest. Azrael, where are you? Save me. Please, God. Ooh, and Twitch Turbo. Twitch Turbo, though. I haven't seen a Turbo badge in like 10 years. Next week, Monday Night Fusion, episode 300 of Monday Night Fusion. Guys, international title match, Kaiva versus Randy Orton, the Milkman getting his rematch. What's the other match? I don't remember. Oh, yes, I do. Salim Ismail, Nelson Jr.
And we have a tweet, and I quote, by Bryce Hurt. An entire show without the star. It's a crime, an absolute crime that a talent as of myself was put on the bench. And that is true. That is so true. Bryce Hurt has busted his ass. So is Smitty in the Indies. And they finally made it. And Smitty, he's on top. He's on top of things. But Bryce Hurt, he's having trouble because there's a guy that doesn't know how to run this show.
Wait, Ted. We got an important tweet here. We got a tweet that actually matters from the international champion.
That tweet doesn't matter. He tapped out.
And
anyways, as I was saying, no,
what?
not at Tim.
Do you think I'm going to take more punishment and sacrifice my chances in the match that actually matters next Monday? Damn, you are senile.
Bryce Hurt rocks. La 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 la. All right, are you done? As I was saying,
no, I'm not.
Bryce
You gotta get the winner match first before you continue.
Okay.
Appreciate that because you think Bryce might go. Oh God, if someone books Bryce, I will love you forever to get this man to shut up.
I'm not gonna shut up until Bryce Hurt gets
Send
the
you a
championship
Christmas
match
card.
he deserves for having to sit back and do nothing all night.
Gumbolt, Tim, how about giving us some winners? And Tim responded to Kaiva saying, just remember you lost for the team. Luger didn't. Damn. All right, 702 getting the win.
Fucking
and Johnny Swag.
Who?
Oh, putting Guri in there. Rip whoever Johnny Swag chooses.
You know what? How about
Johnny
you
Swag
do
is
this,
a new guy.
Mr.
How about I don't?
Dashing. No, listen. What's your first name?
My first name?
I didn't stutter. I don't do no stuttering. So when I ask you a question, I expect you to answer
Dashing.
immediately. All right, what's your last name?
Yuri.
Well, that's a stupid first and last name.
Middle
I'm
name
gonna start
DJ.
calling you DJ. Not
You
to
do
be,
that.
not to be confused with DJ Moore, because apparently y'all aren't the same person.
No, Tops, you can choose because
Mr.
Johnny Swag has no
DJ,
idea what's going on.
I
so.
want you and your ties with Dave Turner before the end of this show, this live event, to confirm a match for Bryce Hurt next week on Genesis. That I will be satisfied.
I'm not listening to anything you say right now.
I mean, you just replied to me, and you knew when I stopped talking. So
Yeah, I know. I hear you talk. I hear you.
Yeah, no.
Your
And you just
turkey
replied to me
lips
again,
flapping.
so you are listening to me. So now tell me, get on that little phone of yours, that stupid Nokia, and ask Dave Turner who Bryce Hurt is facing next week.
You really want me to call Dave Turner up right now?
Call him up right now.
Okay, I'm gonna call up Dave Turner right now. Hang on, let me see if I can get a hold of him. Scroll through here. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. Oh, he's not available. Sorry.
Whatever.
Here, I'll text him for you. I'll text him for you. I'll text him for you. Dear Mr. Turner, I have an inquiry from one Ted Dickens as to who will be Bryce Hurt's opponent in the ring next week on Thursday Night Genesis. Love, Dashing. We'll see if he gets back to us. Wait, I don't know who won. What?
Good.
Bryce?
Good.
Okay, Bryce Hurt. Fine. You really want Bryce? Okay.
No, Bryce Hurt's
Hurt's gonna
not
be
going to
fighting
wrestle
Gurg's.
on a show that doesn't matter. I'll have you know,
I mean,
Bryce
he's
is
been
gone,
picked.
so I don't know
He's
how
been
you
picked.
expect him to wrestle right
He's
now.
been
He's gonna
picked.
wrestle. He's gonna wrestle on the grand stage of Genesis. He's not gonna
Oh, I
wrestle
mean,
on
he's been picked.
some stupid exclusive that nobody watches.
Well,
He
he
did
better
not
get
get
his
picked.
ass
He's
here.
not even here.
He
I don't know
better
who
get
you
his ass
thinking you
here.
just booked. Bryce Hurt isn't even here. You had your chance to book Bryce Hurt and you blew it.
Well, we'll see if Bryce Hurt can. He better get his ass to this arena right now, because Guri Sokonov's waiting for him.
You disgust me. You know
Rip
that?
Bryce Hurt.
No, I'm not satisfied until Bryce Hurt gets a match that he deserves on Genesis, not this stupid live show crap.
Okay. Oh wait, I got a text. Let's see who it's from. Open up my. These Nokias really run very slow, so it takes a second for me to get open this
Yeah, I
message.
bet. On your salary, I
It is
suppose
from.
that's true.
Let's see. It is from Schmitty. He said, "Take a shower." I get frequent tweaks from Schmitty like this from time to time, so that's unfortunate. We'll see. We'll see if Dave gets to us a little bit later on.
Yeah, you should take his advice. You stink.
That's not me. That's Rex Carter. He
Yeah.
smells through the phone. That's how bad Rex Carter stinks. It's not great. And a tweet from Guri Sokonov, guys, says, "I will crush this Hurt Bryce." Because, Russian people say names backwards, so.
Yeah. Very typical. Very. I don't
We're
even
live
care.
from New York, New York.
I don't even care that this Gary whatever is facing Bryce Hurt.
Wait, I got another text. Hang on, let's open it up. Oh, it's from Dave Turner. He says, "Who?" Cool. Oh.
Yeah. All right. You know what?
Wait.
No. That's fine.
No,
if you want to disrespect me and my clients, if you want to disrespect us, what?
I'm not.
What?
Listen, I'm just reading this. There's an ellipsis, and then it says, "JK, next week, Bryce Hurt will be going one-on-one with Bison, and to make sure that he doesn't pull the same stunt again, it will be no holds barred." Are you satisfied now? Is that what you wanted for your boy Bryce Hurt? Now you've just about gone and killed him. He has to face Bison next week in a no holds barred match. Are you happy? Are you happy
Hold on.
now?
I'm gonna call him.
Well, we saw the Misfits there defeat Heaven or Hell in that dark match. Then get to our first live match of this live event. We see Salim Ismail take on newcomer to Genesis and Nelson Jr.
Yeah, I got you a match next week. Bison. No, I said that right. Bison. What? You said to get you a match. Troy Myers is on Fusion. Look, just show up, get a steel chair, hit him in the head. I get it, he has horns, but we're going to take care of that in January. Whatever. Love you too. He's fine with it, and he's going to get in that ring, and he's going to break Bison's spirit before the Deadly Games tournament.
It seems as though he was a little bit worried about the horns.
Yeah, you wasn't on the phone with him. He's not worried about the horns. He's not worried about Bison being twice his size or gigantic and massive and very, very intimidating. He's not worried about any of that because he is a grade A athlete. Bison is a barbarian, a buffoon, a Neanderthal.
He's what?
Shut up. See,
well, he's going to get a little bit of practice tonight when he takes on someone even bigger than Bison in the form of a 7-foot Russian bear.
Because it's not going to happen. Bryce Hurt doesn't wrestle on your terms. He wrestles on Dave Turner's terms. He's not going to wrestle because the people want him to wrestle. Are you kidding?
Well,
what is
he
he,
better.
some sort of
getting
hero?
here.
He's not going to show up. He's not showing up.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see if the main event comes our way. Because out first here is going to be Salim Ismail going toe-to-toe with Nelson Jr. CMV's very first ever tag team champion 4 years ago. He opened up Community Universe mode with the goals. We close in edition number 300 of the show. And the Bollywood boy making his way down the ramp. It depends if Astro's going to be naked or not. It depends if he'll just lay on my lap and be quiet. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know if I'm comfortable. Wait, why did you ask me to text Dave Turner if you have a phone? Could you just done it yourself?
Me and Dave Turner aren't on good terms, you see, because
Oh, I see.
back, I believe, I don't know the pay-per-view, but, when they were doing the brand warfare, he wanted Schmitty. Schmitty said he was going to go to Dave Turner, be on Genesis, blah, 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 but totally played him, pissed him off. So anybody that's associated with Bryce Hurt, Dave Turner, is butthurt about. And I think that's why he's giving Bryce Hurt the cold shoulder, honestly.
Oh, is that it?
I mean, I just said it was, did I not?
Yeah,
Did
I see. I think it's often.
What did I say about stuttering?
I think it's often like he just forgets that Bryce Hurt is on his roster.
Yeah. How do you forget that the brightest shining star on your roster?
Remember when Bob
Luger
was the last draft in the
maybe
entire...
the light that he possesses is blinding. Oh, so you're saying just because Luger came in last and Bryce Hurt, he's not getting much luck, that he's going to one day be off the world championship? Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm sure Bryce Hurt.
That's exactly what I was trying to say. Yes.
Hurt.
Nelson Jr. made his way to Genesis last week after the matchup between Salvi and Kalen Kenner, where Kalen Kenner got the victory. Nelson Jr. made a surprising appearance assisting Kenra and beating down the masked man of Mayhem. Now he's going to make his in-ring debut as he takes on the Bollywood boy, and it's only a mid-mile neckbreaker there at the pullback. Nice happy trail going on. Big fan of the fuzz there. Oh, dear God.
Oh, shit. Bryce is calling me back.
Oh, you sound disappointed. I thought you loved him.
Hey. Huh? He Bison Bomb. Yeah, I think 10 of them. Yeah, 10 of them. Look, it's gonna be fine. It's going to be fine. Listen. Just reach for the stars, man, and you'll succeed. Look, you beat Bison before, you beat Duo Maxwell before. You got this. Like I said, get a steel chair, hit him upside the head, break his horns, shove him up his ass, do something. Hit him with that awesome, gnarly DDT that you do. Yeah, you got this. All right. Bye. Love you too.
Bryce Hurt seems a little worried, if you ask me.
What?
Seems like he's sweating the matchup a bit.
That wasn't Bryce.
Oh, that wasn't Bryce Hurt? Who was that, though?
Don't fucking worry about who that was. That was my son.
Was that Furious Frank calling you?
Yeah, it was Furious Frank. Look, I don't know what you think this is. You know, how you constantly, I don't know, just bashing whoever I support. But you don't see me going off and bashing who you support. But let's talk about who you support.
I don't support anybody. I'm an unbiased
Xander Slate.
commentator.
You've been biased about Xander Slate since the beginning of CMV.
About?
Yes, I know you. You got so excited when Xander Slate
me and Xander Slate, okay, we might be
a thug
we might be good friends, okay, outside of CMV.
But
I don't let that affect my work, okay?
I'll have you know that next week I'm gonna be at Schmitty's wedding ceremony. But we'll know who's not gonna be at Schmitty's wedding ceremony? You. We're taking you off the commentary table.
I will be.
We're putting me for that one segment. You're going home.
I'm going home just for that 1 second, then I have to come back?
No. How about this? Let me commentate the
How about you think
entire
before you
show.
speak?
Think before I speak. I constantly think about who I am speaking about. Like the brightest shining star on Genesis. Like the undisputed CMV United States champion. Shut up, Gumble. I'm sorry, I hear voices in my head. No, Gumble, you really pissed me off, dude. I was like in my mojo and you started fucking making stupid ass noises. Are you fucking choking on a cock?
This is a Christian family show. Ted Dickens, I'd appreciate it if you didn't bring up that kind of vulgar language.
Shut up.
What a spinning sit-out power bomb by Nelson. As he stomps down the back of Salim's head. Ooh, look at tearing the page out of Schmitty's book here with this pinpoint knee drop.
Hey, say his name with a little more respect than that.
Yeah,
say
more
like
like
this.
shitty,
say
am
like
I
this.
right?
No. What'd you say?
You heard me.
What'd you say? If he was so shitty.
What are you going to do about it?
If he was so shitty, then how come he is the greatest CMV undisputed United States champion in the history of CMV today? How come he came in to the company
proved not
3
once,
months
but
in
twice
and he was already main
great.
eventing show after show after show? He took over the show one night and it was the greatest show ever. Yeah, he's shitty, right? He was so shitty, then why does he have gold around his waist? I don't see these guys in the ring have gold around their waist. Where's their gold? They don't deserve it because they are not as good as Schmitty. So next time, how about you think before you speak?
That really triggered you, huh?
Triggered. Of course it triggered me. Did you hear me?
Bryce hurt.
Pissed me off.
More like Bryce shirt. Am I right? Huh?
You know what? That was actually funny. I'll give you that. You should go to Joey's Comedy Club. But right now, I need you to focus on the match like the professional commentator that you claim to be.
A fan tweet here says, this guy has said shining star so much, I think he's about to sell me a trip to Puerto Rico soon. Salim Ismail getting worked on hard right now at the hands of Nelson Jr. He's been a firm control. If it's not a tweet from Kaiva calling Tim senile, I want no part of it. Let's get a Tim is senile chant going. As Nelson Jr., wait a minute. Once again with that super kick. Complete domination from Nelson in this matchup. 1, 2. Wow. Wowzers. Holy camole, guys. I did not expect him to survive that kick. What's so super about a kick anyway? Am I right?
I mean, it just depends who's doing it. If Schmitty was doing it, it would be
do you think that I should?
Super. It would be great.
Do you think that I should do a little bit of stand-up at Joey's Comedy Club?
It would be amazing. It would be great. It would be super. But if anybody besides them two do it, it's not really a super kick. It's just more of a common kick, you know?
I bet Schmitty couldn't even kick an old lady.
Yeah, he kicked.
I'm very tired right now.
Your precious Jamari Williams to the curb when he successfully defended his United States Championship.
Salim Ismail off the top row with a crazy elbow. So crazy. Wow.
Speaking of
Salim
crazy,
bleeding like a stuffed pig.
Who really don't believe that Bryce Hurt is as bright and shining that he claims to be is stupid and senile and crazy. Hey Bryce, we'll book you. Am I right? Joey's Comedy Club. Look at that. My good buddy Bryce getting the booking he needs. You know, at least somebody.
Wait, you have two friends named Bryce?
recognizes his talents. I'm tired too. Shut up. But at least somebody recognizes his talents. You know, unlike Dave Turner, who's finally giving him the opportunity he deserves. And I'll be a little honest, maybe he wasn't expecting to be booked against Bison. Bison's pretty pissed off since Bryce Hurt beat him last time.
Well, yes,
Bison's a buffoon.
yeah, that's why he's pissed
He's
off.
not professional. He's dangerous. But Bryce, like the man of his word, said he's going to go down there, he's going to give it his all, and he's going to win for Bryce Hurt Nation. And when he does, I need you all.
Are you the only member of Bryce Hurt Nation?
Shut up. When I'm
Are you the
speaking,
president? Sole member?
Make sure the
he will
horns get taken off
finally
there.
get through all of you. Who the fuck just said that? Did y'all hear that shit?
It's Chris Benoit's ghost. It's Sean Silva. He's invisible again.
No, I've sinned a lot of my day, and I'm not fucking around. Is that the devil?
Shut up. Don't you have a wedding to go prepare for in 4 days? Can't you leave? You go away already. Don't you gotta go get a tuxedo or something?
He is away at Cancun. He is doing his pre-honeymoon. Pre-honeymoon, yes.
It's pre-honeymoon.
Yeah? Everybody knows you have a honeymoon before and after a wedding, you idiot.
Stiff kick to... I also think this ball's still going right now. He's just about dead. Got that crimson mask. Nelson Jr. They're going to make it even worse as he drives his bare knee right down into the wound. Going for them feet now. Salim says, "Nuh-uh, not today."
Why is that guy bleeding on a live show?
People a lot... Bless you, whoever that was. Oh, super kick! Oh, that was so clearly did not connect.
No,
Are we about to have that botched ass
Demons
WWS
demons don't sneeze.
2, 3. Yes, we are.
Botcha mania. Botcha mania.
Nelson Jr. getting the win off that botched super kick for days. That camera angle. That cameraman's getting fired, no doubt.
Those guys are fake.
That's all. The other camera angle shows that didn't hit either.
Botcha mania.
Tweet from Reese Matthews says, "I had the weirdest dream last night. Think I need to visit an aquarium real soon."
Yeah, one of the false gods got outed as a false god on the live show, the live event of Fusion, when he lost to Troy Myers in one of the most embarrassing ways I've ever seen. A guy who claims to be so great, the total package, he loses to a guy who has no character, no charisma, nothing. He doesn't even have no hair. He has more hair than he has charisma. And this guy goes out there and it beats Reese Matthews, the self-proclaimed future of the business. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And that's the kind of guy that claims he's better than Schmitty. That's the kind of guy that claims he's better than Schmitty. Just like, you know, you got your Jay Davises, you got your Reese Matthews, your Troy Myers. These guys don't belong in the same ring as Schmitty and Bryce Hurt. These men are top-tier athletes. Yet none of you want to see that because you're so ignorant and blind with your own ignorance that you don't want to admit that Schmitty and Bryce Hurt are the greatest wrestlers on the planet today. Schmitty a little over Bryce. I'm sorry, Bryce. I got to be a little biased. Schmitty is great, but you are great too, and you two belong in the top. I got Bryce there. I mean, Botchamania. I got Schmitty there. It's time to get you there.
Well, I'm very excited for this next matchup. No matter how tired I am, I'm going to be awake. I'm going to be watching this one because Bryce Hurt is about to enter the ring with a 7-foot-tall, 400-pound Russian monster in the form of Guri Sokonov, who is undefeated. Well, I should say unpinned, unsubmitted. He did lose via countout to Dmitry Nurmagomedov a couple of weeks back. I wouldn't be surprised if Bryce Hurt tried to pull some ish like that. The only way he could probably win a match. Punk. Yeah, that shut him up finally. Some peace and quiet once and for all. Oh, God.
Texting with Bryce. He didn't really realize they had a match. I told him.
We better get to the arena real quick, though. Schmitty is bad and smells. Oh, God.
Oh shit! Shut that damn thing off!
Hold on.
Who's this now?
Hey. Yeah, you got a match. Run across the street. Just get it to go box. I'll go pick it up. Gary sucked me off or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, he's 7 foot tall. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. He's Russian. What does Russian have to do with anything? Not all Russians kill. Look, just go out there and just prove to everyone that you are a great athlete. You're a grade A athlete that I keep speaking about. You need to go out there, beat his ass, and the next week go out there and beat Bison's ass. All right. That was my sister.
Oh, what's it? Is your sister gonna come out here and fight Chris?
She's having boy issues, you know. She's
Wait a minute.
13, but
are you calling Bryce Hurt
a
a woman? Did you dare insult him like that?
Are you disrespecting my friend Bryce Hurt? I was not talking to Bryce Hurt. Bryce Hurt's in the arena about to get ready for a match. Why would I be on the phone
I can tell you
with
one
Bryce
man
Hurt?
is about to real soon. It is this Russian absolute genetic freak here. He's Russian, but he currently lives in Bulgaria, okay? He hails. It's just like, who is it? Tyler Breeze that says he's from somewhere, but he's got his current residence, all right, in Bulgaria. Don't worry about it, guy. And there's Jay Davis all stacked out in that white suit, looking like a PIMP, fresh off his win over Pierre Thompson on Genesis, looking forward to the deadly games that cause and effect as he's ringside for his star client. And Gary sucking off Rip Bryce.
Does he even know what a treadmill looks like? Well, no, who does?
He's going to be running on Bryce Hurt in about a minute.
He runs on a treadmill for 2 hours every night before bed.
Did Bryce Hurt just come out checking his nails? Here he comes.
Yeah, he bites them sometimes. Look,
the man who Ted Dickens would have you believe is the, oh my God, is he really wearing that shirt?
He beat Duo Maxwell.
This guy is ridiculous,
He's allowed
man.
to flaunt that.
Somehow, I think that somehow Bryce Hurt is actually more diluted than Schmitty, and that's saying something, because Schmitty is the most diluted man, I think, on the entire planet.
Bryce Hurt
coming out here with this I beat Duo Maxwell shirt.
He's deserved his ego just like Schmitty did.
Disgusting.
And you're going to bash him for it?
How much for that shirt?
This is ridiculous.
You know, for you random citizens.
Wait a minute. So tell me this, Ted. Tell me this, Ted. Can I get in that ring right now, call out Duo Maxwell, and if he doesn't come out, that means I beat him too? Is that what you're trying to say?
He's not even in the building. Why would you do that?
He wasn't in the building.
You gotta plan this stuff. He was in the building.
Reality wrestling.
I seen him. I was backstage.
Oh
I was watching on the TV monitor when Bryce Hurt called him out, and I seen Duo look at the screen and then run out through the exit.
Duo Maxwell is he's probably still hospitalized from his injury that he suffered in Tokyo, Japan.
No, he's hospitalized from the bus he hit on his way out.
He might have to retire. Oh my God. Well, Bryce Hurt surprisingly taking the early advantage there as he takes down Gary. And against the man so much bigger than you, got to keep.
Or are you just saying that to protect your ego?
It's a pride thing with me.
Yeah, I assume.
Oh, Gary! Showing Bryce Hurt how it's done with that hip toss right there as he brings him to his feet. Good preparation for Bryce Hurt, who's got to face Bison in a no-holds-barred match next week on Genesis.
Yeah,
Bryce wanted to get booked. He tweeted for the entire duration of Genesis. Dave Turner.
Honestly, you know, the guy everyone thought that was going to win the Alpha World Championship, this guy that has all the fans behind him, he's the best. He's the greatest. he's going to lose to Bryce Hurt. And honestly, I want people to finally realize, get their heads out their asses and realize that Bryce Hurt is
Oh my
the
God,
man
Curry
he
Suckup
says
is
he
killing Bryce Hurt right now. Choke bomb.
Okay, you want to be
from the
honest? You want me to
Russian
be
bear.
honest? Bryce Hurt's feeling sick tonight. From all that tweeting,
Again,
he
he's
has
gonna step
arthritis
over
in
his
his
chest.
hands. He's
That's
feeling sick.
400
He was sitting
pounds.
outside on that bench. He's cold. Okuma, coughed on him. He's just not feeling good.
Oh, coughed on him.
Kuma coughed on him when he has a mask on.
No, this is not the same night as Genesis.
Exactly.
Genesis was yesterday.
You
Ted
sleep,
Dickens.
and that's how you collect the sickness.
Oh,
You
it's-
breathe it in
What?
while you're sleeping. Shut up. Who are you? You no name?
Gary Suckup trying for that knockout blow of his, but Bryce Hurt was quick enough to catch it and keep himself alive for a moment or two longer.
Yeah, because he's
Gonna try to
amazing.
make Guri tap out. I don't know how he's getting these tree trunk-like legs into the figure four, but somehow Bryce Hurt did it. Will this
Because
be
he's
enough to get the
amazing.
submission? No,
He
Never
could
say
be
never.
with
gonna
you
reverse the
everywhere.
Just thinking
momentum.
about Bryce Hurt.
And now the damage getting dealt to Bryce. And look at Jay Davis right in his face. Mocking him, playing with him.
You see, honestly, I didn't know who Jay Davis was till tonight. I keep seeing him tweeting and stuff and whatever.
Oh,
I
Bryce
thought
took
the
a
guy
big
was
risk
a
and it pays
14-year-old
off.
kid with a phone. Honestly, I'll say this. Jay Davis, he's not that bad. But he's no Bryce Hurt, he's no Schmitty, and he never will be. So stay on your level, kid.
Does anybody
Leave.
really want to be a Bryce Hurt? I'm pretty
Why
sure
you gotta
Bryce
be
Hurt
like
has
this?
one
Listen,
official victory.
Bryce Hurt beat a
This entire
former
season.
undisputed champion. That's enough to push him to the big leagues, bud.
Oh, I'll say it's enough to get him booked against this absolute tank.
This match doesn't matter.
Former
It's a dark
Gary
match.
Suckup
Dark
here.
matches aren't recorded.
I'm pretty sure we're watching the
Nope,
match right
nope.
now, so I don't know if it's dark.
I'm not seeing anything. Honestly, I'm just looking at
Oh,
my
you're
phone
not.
at all these stupid Jay Davis tweets that I thought I blocked.
Gary sucking out, bringing Bryce to his feet. There's the hook. He got it that time. Busts Bryce wide open. And Bryce, though, quickly back to his feet. He might be... Oh, Bryce hurt. Sizing Curry up. Looking for the 9-inch nail, but Gary sucking off shuts that down. And then, oh, hammer and sickle. And now Gary gonna look to finish. Lateral press. 1, 2. Just a 2 count.
Exactly. What did you expect? Now, No, look, listen. Do you not see those rings on his hands? He threw them out after he punched Bryce Hurt in the face.
What are
He
you
busted
talking
Bryce
about?
Hurt open. Bryce Hurt has won this match. I am
ring?
officially saying that Bryce Hurt won this match. That was a disqualification. Bryce Hurt
my
wins. It
God.
doesn't matter what happens now. Bryce Hurt's the winner. Not only did he beat Bison, Duo Maxwell, but he also beat this
there's another hook.
self-proclaimed,
But
this self-proclaimed
see-
Russian giant. He's not even Russian.
No. Oh, no. Bryce Hurt going for a ride. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times swung
What a
around like it
sore
ain't no
loser.
thing. Like
Bryce
a
Hurt
rag doll.
wins, and this guy has to have a
1, 2.
What is that
Only a
big
2
motherfucker
count.
wearing
Bryce
even,
somehow
anyway?
stays alive. Blood gushing out of the cut on his forehead.
golly. Check Jay Davis's pockets. He has that ring in his pocket. You know, I'm glad
He
Bryce.
hasn't-
I'm
Gary
glad
hasn't been
Bryce has
anywhere
won this
near.
match. No, honestly, I'm glad Bryce won this match via disqualification. It shows how it shows how professional he is. He's not gonna bend the rules, break the rules just to win a match like Guri Sakinov. This guy's 7 foot tall and he has to cheat to win.
Gary Suckinov is just dismembering Bryce Hurt right now. Jawbreaker Bryce Hurt keeps trying to stay alive to really no avail.
I mean, he's
Really
sitting
just a
here
dead
taking a
man.
beating from winning.
Oh, I'll give him credit. He just managed to lift the 400-pounder, but it only lasted for a millisecond as Gary drops down behind it. Now Suckinov with
Respect,
another
your bench is
hook.
550.
What does he?
And that's just his warm-up. That's his warm-up reps.
Bryce Hurt. Lateral press by Bryce Hurt. A desperation pin attempt produces but a 1 count. If he already won the match, then why is he still trying to pin, huh, Ted?
Because he got punched in the face with a ring. He doesn't know where he is.
Bryce Hurt mocking Guri now. He's going to rub his face right across the top rope. And Guri, there it is, that nasty powerbomb that just folds Bryce in half.
What a sore
1,
freaking
2,
loser.
3.
Did he really
Look
just
at
kick
that.
out?
Look at that.
Bryce
Look
Hurt.
at that. He's
That
punching so
motherfucker really
hard,
kicked out.
Bryce Hurt thinks he's
Oh
in the
my
sentence.
god.
He's just prolonging the damage.
Because he's not going to sit here and let this bully beat his ass. Guri had to have,
Oh my god.
he just had to cheat, you know, it's disgusting. I'm sick and tired of cheaters in the wrestling business. Like, you go in there, you train for a reason. You didn't train with rings on your fist and steel chairs in your hands. You trained to wrestle, so wrestle, don't cheat.
What is Tim doing?
He's just typing shit.
Guri looking to pull off a second power bomb, and he gets it.
Disgusting. Where are the security guards?
1, 2, 3.
Are you
and
proud?
Guri sucking off remains
you proud?
unpinned.
Are you kidding? Yeah, unpinned, but he still lost.
Oh, did he?
Bryce Hurt is undefeated.
I just saw Bryce Hurt
since
get
his
murdered. That's
rebirth.
what I just saw.
Yeah, because that's a sore loser. But he's still going to make it to his match with Bison. He's still going to win. Despite winning this match against Guri Sakinov under such an unfortunate decision that Guri Sakinov decided to use a ring to bust him open. How do you even get that ring with his pudgy ass fingers anyways? The dude literally has hot dogs for fingers.
Spit it out, you retard.
Who are you talking to?
Rex Carter. I'm still on the phone with him.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Look at that power bomb, man.
Punk
That
ass
thing is
bitch.
just nasty.
Yeah, what a sore loser though. Like, honestly, I had a little respect for Guri Sakinov. Shut up.
Oh, watch out, ref.
You know, I could tell where how about this, couple? I could tell you where he's not, and that's an aquarium. You see, because he didn't lose to Troy Myers. He lost to a 7-foot Russian athlete.
Well, guys, as always, thank you for joining me. If you like what you saw, make sure you follow me.
Goodbye, my lovely fans, Dickens Nation, Hurt Nation,
the fuck
Schmitty
out.
Empire. Have a good night. Tune in to the 300th episode of Monday Night Fusion. Next
Indeed.
week.
Make sure you do that. And if you want your call on the show, make sure you sign up for our website at communityuniverse.4motion.com.
Yada, yada,
And
yada. We don't got no new
300
guys in the
Episode 300 is going to be next week. You don't want to miss it. We got a wedding. We got title matches. We got a trade.
We got title
It's gonna be
matches?
good, all right? So make sure you tune into that
So,
and
tune
have
in, am I right?
have a pleasant sleep. Have a good